What is up, everybody? Welcome back. I should actually probably pull up my laptop so I can see if you even have any messages for me. But welcome, everybody. Happy freaking New Year's. First little thing at the end of the year. Oh, jeez, I can't talk. I'm so nervous. I just can't talk at all. But yeah, first little thing of the year. I hope you guys are doing well, having a fantastic new year. I've got the game loaded up now, so let's go ahead and switch over to that. Or I guess, you know what, we'll stay with this scene. And then whenever we get it to actually load into the game, or the map that we're going to be playing on, then we'll go ahead and switch it over. So let me just load game, sandbox, and we will do the official version. Once again, as if you didn't already clue into it from the title of the video, we're going to be go ahead and just doing some like race time trial type of things on our little Christmas map that we made. So it should be a good time. But yeah, we've got some news. We've got some fun little announcements to kind of go ahead and reveal, and just kind of talking about 2026 as a whole, what to maybe kind of expect and see, and our hopes and goals and everything like that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this underway in just a moment now, and we should be in for a nice little treat. Hope you all are doing well today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your new year. Anybody got any goals or resolutions for what they'd like to see happen this year? If so, drop them down below. And I am just stalling time while I go and grab my laptop, so one second. On swing. Okay. Just pulled it up next to me, so now I can see what all you lovely folks at home are saying. Oh, and it's going straight into the snowy season. Okay, that's my New Year's resolution. Tell you what, I need to learn how to freaking talk. You give me a freaking like talking counselor or something like that, because I'm tired of all the mumbling. I don't know what happened to me. I was such a smart little fella back in the early days, and then all of a sudden I go off to college and I completely forget how to speak English. I don't know if it's just like an anxious thing or something, but all of a sudden, man, I cannot talk to save my life, and it's very frustrating. Believe me. Anywho, glad you all are doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Now that we got the game loaded up, let's go ahead and switch over to that scene. So scene, and look at that. You should already be able to see it, I think. Are we seeing this? I think we're seeing this. Yeah, you guys are seeing it. Always be sure to let me know if the game sounds too loud, too quiet, anything like that. I think we should be looking pretty good. I was playing around with my microphone settings, and I think that they're probably the best that we've ever freaking had them. So let's go. Celebrate good times. Come on. Anyways, let me get a quick sip of my water, and then let's get to talking about some fun, exciting things coming up. So, as you may know, if you have hung around the channel for a decent little bit, I had to kind of go away for a little bit whenever I started working pretty full-time in the summer season. Our job is very season dependent, and during those summer days we were working like 60-hour weeks on average type of thing. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And I just wasn't really able to manage doing all of that and running a channel and being able to actually sleep at night. So I kind of had to walk away, step back for a minute. But now that it's winter season, we were able to kind of revive the channel a little bit. I appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me in these recent few, honestly, probably only like just under 2 months now. But it's gone really, really well. I'm glad that you guys are able to come back and enjoy everything, and have been having a good time with all that. It's been a whole lot of fun on my end as well. But yeah, so exciting things have been in developments. Obviously, we've been doing some fun little collabs and everything, like Tiagosaurus. I've got some more really exciting videos coming up soon, hopefully with a lot of collaborative efforts. Honestly, most of what I have planned is collaborating with other people, so be on the lookout for that. I don't want to go name dropping because sometimes things happen. I've already got one big collab that I was excited for that I think might be falling out now. We had a conversation, he was totally on board, and I think that he might have started to ghost now, which is unfortunate. But maybe we'll get them back in the future. Anywho, so that was going on, and then here's the biggest news. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be excited for this. We have officially been invited to join the Fossils and Archaeology mod SMP server over on like the Minecraft sort of stuff. They have all sorts of mods. Obviously, they've got Fossils and Archaeology, and they'll be giving us access to kind of pre-released versions. So we'll be able to look at some fun stuff that hasn't even hit the the public's eye yet, which is a lot of fun. So we'll be able to give you some sneak peeks as to what you guys can expect in future updates if you're into that sort of stuff. Look at these little floating rocks here, you mad lads. So yeah, super excited to be joining them. I gotta start actually working on my first episode. I've been out of town. That's another fun thing that's been going on in my life. Is I was just over in West Texas, the Big Bend area. Just kind of hanging out. Wasn't really a trip specifically for me. It was good to go and celebrate somebody else, bachelor party type of thing. But I want to go back out and actually look for some fossils. Hoping to do it this trip. Long story short, if you guys are a part of the Discord, then you already know about this. I'm really bad at multitasking. I should be driving while I do this, but it's hard to multitask sometimes. We'll do a quick little practice run while we talk though. But yeah, so we were down there for a little bachelor party type of thing, and I brought my own car specifically so that I could stay behind after the bachelor party group thing was over, and go out and search for some fossils on my own. Obviously not really in the park, you're not really allowed to do that. But I wanted to go and actually take a look around since I've never found anything like that before, never really even attempted to go and look for it. But I always thought it seemed fun, so I was going to go and study up and do all that sort of stuff. And then that is where the whole fiasco began. I don't know how these things always happen to me, but they seem to find a way. I guess that means I'm, I don't know, maybe that says something about me. But I was out and about, minding my own business, driving through, and all of a sudden, my car just decides to completely break down on me. And I'm like looking through what's going on, because essentially the way that it broke down is I'm driving out that way, and I get about 4 hours into my drive, so I'm quite a commute out there. I get about 4 hours into my drive, and all of a sudden I get my little notification of like, hey, you've got about 50 miles left till empty type of thing. And I was like, okay, well, this is pretty much exactly where I expected this to happen, because I was calculating out like this is what town I should stop in, and I was like, I'll have more than enough gas to spare type of thing. But then all of a sudden I get that notification, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, because the town is only about 10 miles further. I think it was technically 13 if you want to get real specific, but we'll just round it to 10. So it's like 10 more miles down the road. And all of a sudden, I get another notification about 5 seconds later saying, hey, you've got 25 miles left. And I'm like, okay, that's a little bit bizarre, but still should be more than fine. And then about 2 more seconds later, it goes 10. And then I'm like, uh-oh, this is not so good. And I'm just watching it, and it's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I was out of gas and stuck on the side of the road. So I don't know what sort of thing happened, if it was just a one-time fluke, one-time bubble sort of thing, and just like a faulty reading on the gas gauge, or if something more serious is going on. I thought it was something more serious because I started looking into what could cause these things. It said things like your fuel injectors could be an issue, and my vehicle just so happened to have a fuel injector recall that I discovered that day. So I was like, oh, that's gotta be it. So at least we figured it out, but bad news is that sounds like a bit of a serious problem, and I am 4 hours away from home. So that obviously is not ideal. Also, I'm going really slow right now. It's because, again, I can't really focus on talking and driving, so don't mind us just kind of moseying along. Just thought it'd be a little bit more visually interesting for you to listen to my story too than me sitting there with the game paused. And I'm like, oh no. And then, thankfully, I don't know how in the world we had such a miraculous miracle happen. Hey James, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's. Hope you had a chance to hear this crazy story I'm unfolding right now, because it was absolutely wild stuff. But anyways, they'll go behind you. Yep, get out of my way. By some absolute miracle, don't know how I got so lucky. I know breaking down in the car sounds rather unlucky, but just wait for this. I text the bachelor group and I'm like, hey fellas, I am so sorry. Well, I also forgot to get in the vehicle in first person mode. We'll just pop ourselves down right here. I don't know how I got this lucky, but I text the fellas. I'm like, hey guys, bad news. I might be a little late getting in tonight, if I can even make it at all type of thing, because my car has just broke down the side of the road and I'm waiting for roadside assistance to come and bring me just enough gas to get me to a gas station, and hopefully I can further diagnose the issue from there type of thing. Turns out that part of the group, they drove separately again, because I said that I wanted to stay back on my own, so I was taking my own vehicle. They drove separately and just so happened to have one of their 2 vehicles break down in the exact same town 15 minutes away from me. So they were just right there down the road and were able to come and rescue me, bring me a little pint of gas, and continue us on our way, which is just nuts. Like I had a 9-hour drive, and I just so happened to break down in the exact same spot that those guys broke down along that 9-hour drive. Is that not the wildest freaking thing in the world? Oh yeah, you broke down on Discord? Yep. It was not ideal. But yeah, by some absolute random chance miracle, we just happened to be right next to each other. They were able to come and bring me like one of those little 2-liter or 2-gallon can of gas sort of things. Bring it over to me, and that was just enough gas to go ahead and get me to a gas station where I could fill up. And I took a look at my car for a while, was seeing if anything seemed wrong with it. Nothing really seemed glaringly wrong, so we decided we were going to go ahead and try and push on. Thankfully, I had the other guys there with me to be like a backup, just, you know, somebody that has a working vehicle around me. And Kate, I was supposed to get in that thing. I'm just completely brain dead right now. I was supposed to, or sorry, yeah, I had that other vehicle there with me now, so that, like, worst case scenario, if my car does like act up again, then I at least have somebody that can go and do something for me, type of thing. Like, we have backup. The car didn't end up having any more issues, so I'm starting to believe that it was just a one-time random fluke, fortunately. But it was still just very bizarre, very, very weird. Hop in here real quick. We don't want no first-person mode, though. But the downside to that is because their car that broke down, like, completely just imploded on itself, like major engine issues or something, I don't even know. That means that everybody had to pile into my car, and I was now the second car for the trip type of thing, which means that my ability to go out and do my little fossil search like I had originally hoped for was no longer going to be possible, because I was now a DD pretty much. So, unfortunate stuff there, but honestly, all things considered, it worked out very well. Where am I going? I need to, I gotta lock in if I actually want to do something like this. There's the ramp. It really blends in with the snow. I was actually thinking about updating the map a little bit to make that a little bit more obvious and then re-releasing it. Wonder how many people have gone and checked this out yet. Let's take a look at that. If we come here, workshop, my content. Has anybody downloaded our thing yet? Let's see, we've got Run Raptor, the official version, and no DLC. Official version has 43 downloads. There we go. So I'm guessing the non-official, no DLC version will probably have a few more. 3 favorites. I don't know if that's a good ratio or not. And then this one's got 37 downloads, 5 favorites. Okay. So weirdly enough, less downloads but more favorites. Interesting. I guess people just like this no DLC version a little bit better. Fair enough. Anyways, continuing on. Hop in here. Oh, I forgot that I need to make like a way for these vehicles to drive back on their own. That way you can kind of just continue doing it instead of having to reload the game over and over. But, oh well. I didn't end up doing that because then I thought people could just like exploit that type of thing. But, who knows? Maybe that's just something that needs to be done. Excuse me, sir. And finish. But yeah, long story short, we had a fantastic time out there in Big Bend. It was super, super nice. And I'm going to be planning another trip out there so that I can actually go and look for some fossils. Maybe I'll even make like a little vlog type of thing out of it. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, fun stuff. I felt like I had a few more things I wanted to talk about too, and I'm kind of blanking at the moment. Anyways, I guess while I think about that for a minute, what did you do for New Year's, James? Mr. James White? Happy holidays! Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and do another quick run. The snow has stopped falling, which is a nice little feature. So we will not make that same mistake. And this is gonna be an actual run here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this character on the ground. I'll hop in the Jeep, third person view. And the moment we cross those lines are when our timer is going to start. So let me come over to the stopwatch, get going. And let me see. Let me do this. And then yeah, the second we cross those light posts are when it's going to happen. I'll get myself a little bit of a rolling start, I guess. And here we start. Okay, here we go. All right, time to lock in. So yeah, you folks go down there and start telling me all about how fantastic your Christmas and New Year's and every other holiday in between was. And I'm going to go ahead and lock in here for a second and see if we can make a nice little run happen. It's going to be hard stopping the time at the appropriate time. I don't know how like those Minecraft speedrunners and people that just speedrun in general do their little speedrunning stuff, but I'd love to find a way to actually throw on a like a visible timer for you guys to see. Like I've just got my phone stopwatch pulled up next to me. Ooh, that's a bad spin out. But I'd love it if you guys could actually see what's going on too. Man, this is a slow run. In my defense, this is kind of my first run of the day. The last one was more of just brain dead moving while you guys were having a conversation with me. This was supposed to be an actual attempt, but it ain't working. Or at least, I mean, you know, it ain't doing too well so far. Land it, land it, land it. The snow is starting to melt, which is actually kind of clutch timing, because that means that it'll be a little bit less confusing navigating the Christmas wreath. Go behind the solar pod. Please don't kill me. Oh, that was close. Okay, drift around this corner a little bit. Oh, a little bit too much. Dang it. Okay, shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. This is going to be a horrible attempt, but it's whatever. Rolling on a minute 20 right now. So you guys are starting to message about your Christmas stuff, so that's nice. Or maybe it was New Year's. I haven't even taken a look at it yet. I just see that you guys are typing things. Okay, come around here. Come around here. Oh, a little bit of a body slam against that. Ain't nothing but a thing. All right. Come right through here. Tap it along this way. I think this is where we get the turn into the Rex. Yup, there she is. Absolutely lovely jubbly. Oh, started turning the wrong way there. Oh, no, yep. I noticed that tree just a little bit too late. I thought it was going to be a bush we could drive through, and then by the time I realized, in fact, it was not. There was no avoiding it, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, come on through here. James, I know that you popped up maybe a little bit later. Did you get to hear our amazing announcement about some things that are possibly going down? Or actually, not possibly. We've already confirmed that, like, this is going to happen. The exciting announcement that's coming on the channel. The next little series, I also post about it in Discord, so I guess you probably already know from it from that. But yeah, good stuff. Oh, okay, shortcut. This is a legit shortcut. I specifically did not block that portion off so that people could use that shortcut if they wanted to. But I always forget it's there. Uh-oh, that might be bad. Oh, kind of impaled my car a little bit. Okay, I guess I haven't been on here in a decent little bit because this is probably the worst run I have ever had. So, good news and bad news with that is bad news, this is an absolutely garbage run, but the good news is we could only go up from here, right? So we're running on 3 minutes right now. See if we can navigate our way around here. Cut here, and then we want to pop out here with enough room to run into the maze. So we'll do the wrong buttons, but we're out. Now we run through here. I don't like how the player mechanics work. I wish that they were a little bit more believable. Like we moved a little bit slower, not quite so light speed. And we actually had footsteps, we could jump. We didn't like freeze in midair like this for some reason. Like we fall like we're in slow motion or something. Like we're playing super hot, if you guys know what that is. Jump in here. And go into third person. Have any of you lovely folks at home managed to download the map and play it yet, by the way? One's in chat if you guys have actually been able to go and play this. I specifically made the no DLC version. Oh, please land this. Oh, I mean, I guess we kind of landed it. Okay, I mean, yeah, that could have gone worse. Kind of landed it. We landed it in reverse, but we were able to roll out of it fairly well. Oh, and we do the loop flawlessly. Snow's beginning to fall again. We might need to do a reload after this. Actually, I think we're allowed to have one more attempt. We have 3 ATVs, but they all get stuck back here. Oh, much better execution there. Okay, see, okay, that's something that was really obnoxious to me too. The other day, whenever I was filming the YouTube short for this little area, I did it. Whoa, what? I didn't even hit anything. I ramped over that rock and I landed like square on my wheels, similar to what we just did right there. And there's some sort of weird bug or something where whenever you land square on your wheels like that, it just straight up like bounces you upside down just like it did right there. And it's really, really obnoxious. All right, there's time. 4 minutes and 50 seconds pretty much, at least right there around that ballpark. we're going to pause this real quick and let's see if we can go ahead and catch up on what you folks are saying. I broke down Discord. Sadly, did not do anything apart from watch the rubbish London's New Year's celebration at midnight. Worst one that you've ever seen. Really? Wow, that's disappointing. You just bought a set of Corsa and that's like how you're spinning out. I actually don't know what that is, but congratulations, sounds like a good time. If it was the Minecraft thing, then yes, and you support it, but if not, then you're excited to hear. So yes, it's mainly the Minecraft thing is the big announcement. That's like the biggest, most exciting sort of thing that's probably going to happen on the channel because we've got a big old collaboration event going on with lots of really, really cool, talented people on that server. And so I'm excited to get in there, and I've got a few ideas. I'll go ahead and give you guys some sneak peeks here first and foremost since you're here supporting us on the stream. I think what we're going to do, there's two options. I need to go in and see what everybody else has done first. I know that somebody's gone in and started making like a dino preserve because that, I mean, let's be honest, that's kind of the obvious thing to do with a mod like that. So I don't want to just do the exact same thing right next door to them. I don't want to just do a reserve. So I'm thinking that what we might do is our job on the server will be to make like this really big extravagant museum type of thing where we can showcase all the different like scientific side of all the different dinosaurs in the park and stuff like that. Have a big fossil museum sort of thing with all that sort of stuff. I think that it could be really fun to make. And if somebody's already done that, then my other thought, and this could be a fun one, is to kind of be the antagonist of the server. Let's be a little bit of the bad guy. And we could be kind of like the underground dinosaur black market sort of thing. Kind of like either in Jurassic World or even here in Evolution, how we've got like the Extinction Now group sort of thing that's like against everything going on. And so we're not going to just go in and destroy everybody's stuff, but we're just going to kind of play the villain sort of role. I think that that could be really, really fun, and I want to know y'all's thoughts on that. Yeah, let me go ahead and throw up a quick little poll, though. Start a poll. We're going to have a little series of polls going. Okay, so there's the poll live now. Have you tried out this map yet that we're playing? Yes, no, but you want to, or just no. So we'll go ahead and start that poll, just kind of engage with y'all, have something to do, and kind of see what everybody's saying. If you are interested in playing this map and you don't know about it yet, this is the Christmas map that I made, Run Run Raptor, and it is in the description. Let's see. Haven't yet, you just stopped playing for some reason, your creative juices stopped working. Oh no. Playing Planet Zoo loads though. Oh, that's fun. Planet Zoo's always a good time. Gotta get going. No worries. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. All right, let's go ahead and stop our timer. Reset. The time to beat, let me go ahead and throw that up on screen too, just so that we have like a reference point. So we will come here, and we will alter this, and we will call it, let's see. So best time, or here, no, we won't do that. We will duplicate this, copy, paste, duplicate, and this will now be best time is 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, and then we will make that one not italic, and we'll hit OK, OK, put that up, and that's a little bit big, so we'll go ahead and bring it down some. We'll put it right there. Is that nice and visible for everybody? I think that'll work. Anywho, first person mode, get down on the ground, and let's hop in this one. So, now that we're here, we're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing and see if we can get a little bit of a better run this time. So let's see, goals for the channel. I think what I would really like to see us do is, I don't have like a specific subscriber goal I want to get to, because I don't know how realistic things are going to be in terms of going back to work. You know what I mean? Like, if we could continue the same sort of trajectory and route that we're doing right now, then I think we could accomplish some fantastic things. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that. I'm trying to I'm trying to figure some things out. If we could upload consistently every Tuesday and Thursday until we have to get back to our work sort of thing, I think that'd be awesome. As far as this fossils and archaeology server goes, that might be a little bit tricky to do because I think that's going to be the kind of thing that's going to take a little bit. But we will see. We will see. And then I guess you're never going to hit your goals if you don't set goals. So even though it's crazy ambitious, I think that by the end of the year, I would love to see us hit. Is 50K way too high of a goal? It might be. It very, very well might be. But we're going to go ahead and just set it and see what happens. So that's our goal. That's what we got to get to. So now it's up to me to actually make it happen. Here we go. Anywho, let's go ahead and do another run. So our time once again starts right as we cross the street lamps. And now. All right, here we go. Lock in. Time to lock in for me. Also, just now realizing I don't think I ever turned down the Fossil Fighter music in the background, so we can absolutely go and do that. Oh, please don't. Okay, this isn't going to count. Time's not going to count. We got hit by a freaking Jeep on the way out. Should have let that return to base first. All right, we'll race them back at least. Woo! You know, that'd actually be a pretty fun mechanic to introduce into a race, is to have like a section where a bunch of Jeeps like this just are driving back and forth. Like, you just have a bunch of automatic tasks for them to go and check up on different species and whatnot. Hello. And then from there, like, you drive through them at one point and they're just constantly like crisscrossing in front of you. That could be kind of fun, right? Maybe we'll have to do that with like a future map sort of thing. Let's see. More announcements. More announcements. Over on the Discord, I just dropped a little thing a couple hours ago, actually, where I think it would be fun to have all of you guys. Maybe we could even potentially start up a little side series on the channel type of thing where I build your wacky ideas. So say you guys wanted me to come in and build, I don't know, like the Jurassic Park restroom or something, or you just want me to build a giant statue of a megalodon or something like that. I don't know. Like, you guys could just give me some random thing. You could give me a park idea. You could give me an exhibit idea. You could give me a building. You could give me just an object. Then we can come in here in Evolution and use all of the tools here at our disposal to try and create what it is that you're suggesting. I think that could be a fun little thing. So if you have any ideas like that could be fun, then be sure to go and throw them down on the Discord server, because that could be a fun little idea, I think. And then also coming up, I need to make the official announcement for this. It's going to be introduced, or at least released on the channel in the next video that gets uploaded. And I think it might have already been announced on the Discord server. I'll have to go and take another look at that. I've at least had the message sitting there for a while. I just don't know if I've sent it yet. I think I might have been waiting for it to drop in the video as well. But we're going to have an emoji contest, and I guess I can probably go ahead and push it back, but I think that'd be a fun way to engage with you guys, get you guys involved with the community a little bit, have a little bit of engagement, interaction type of thing. And it'd be a cool way for us to host our streams like this, and you guys to be able to showcase your own art pieces that you've made. Like, if we all have an emoji contest, then the winner of those, I think we can select 4 winners. It's 3 or 4 winners that YouTube is currently allowing me to have. Like, I'm limited to the amount of members that we have on the channel. Because we only have a few members, then I think we're limited to 4 custom emojis that we can upload. But long story short, all that to say that we're going to go ahead and have a contest, an emoji contest, and then the top 4 entries for that will be able to actually be represented on the channel, which I think would be really, really cool. Anyways, here goes our new time. The snow's just stopped falling, and our time will start as soon as we cross this line. And go! Okay, here we go. Lock in. Lock in, Scuttles, lock in. Alright, this is going to be a good run. The last one was absolutely abysmal, but the bright side of that means that, alright, hold on, don't lose it, don't lose it. The bright side of that means that we can only get better, right? Surely it can't be worse than that. Alright, random little bump right there. Might want to smooth that out, actually. Who knows? Alright, get a little bit launched there, kind of spun out a little bit, but that's okay. And then we'll pass the sleeping Rex den. Careful not to wake her. Oh, you can hear her snoring in there. That was pretty cool. It might actually stop snoring soon. Because again, the way that we created that illusion is there's a tranquilized dinosaur behind the little statue that we made. So if that thing wakes up, then we'll need to go and tranquilize it once again. I wonder what the odds are that it considers that an escaped dinosaur. And if that's the case, then I wonder, can we set up like a maintenance post or something that will just constantly tranquilize that thing over and over? Because that would be actually really, really cool if we could. I don't know if that's a feature we can actually do in the game or not, though. Anyways, it looks like we're doing a little bit better. I think by the time we were here last race, we were at like 1 minute and 20 seconds. You stupid Gallimimus, you're no better than a white-tailed deer. Anyways, sorry for my little freak out there. It was going much, much better than the previous run until we just had that little crash. But we also had an absolutely abysmal middle and end to the last race. So we've still got time to improve. And I think we are still actually ahead of schedule already. I do wish that we had an actual little timer counting down on screen while we were doing these runs, kind of like the speedrunners do for different games and such. But I don't know how you actually incorporate that to actually start and finish at a designated time on here. Like, I think you need like a key event to actually happen in the game. And I don't know that this has really anything like that. Like, we were just crossing imaginary lines that we set down. All right, come on, cruise around here. Little brake slide drift thing right there. Then we'll fly off the scenic pass. Please don't hit any trees. Very nice. Tap the brakes just a little bit to get around this corner. Where are we? Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna have to shortcut. I don't think this was the intentional one. Okay, well, there was that. Okay, here's the intentional shortcut. You can weasel your way right through here, and that'll save you some time. All right, there we go, there we go. And then we will launch off of this one. Oh no! Okay, that's not fair. That's one thing in this game that frustrates me so much. Honestly, there's quite a few things in the game, but that's definitely one, is the invisible hitboxes. The collision boxes around things are so much wider than they actually look like a lot of the time. And so you'll be trying to just drive by something closely in order to like save time, and then you just totally wallop an invisible wall. And so that's a little bit disappointing. Anywho, here we enter the mines, slam on the brakes, hop out of the vehicle, and go, go, go. Once again, we're moving at like Mach 10 on the ground. I like to hit G so that I don't see those little bubbles popping up. It also makes this little surprise up here a little bit more surprising. Rah, Rexy. Might want to adjust that a little bit more still, because if you're looking like straight ahead or even slightly down to see like the ground in front of you, then you kind of don't really even notice it up there, especially with how freaking quickly the camera zips by it. Always hop in here, instantly tap on the gas again to start going, and now we begin the trek up the hill. Excuse me, everybody. Coming on through. See if we can thread this needle. And I like jumping. Oh, it's stupid. It's a Tacosaur. I didn't see it there. That slowed us down a little bit. Kind of frustrating that the dinosaurs automatically cause you to stop moving or like stop driving. But whatever. I guess Frontier ain't about just running into your dinosaurs, which, I mean, it's valid, I guess. But I don't know. You can still collide with them at the end of the day, so it's weird that it only sometimes doesn't allow you to do it. Anyways, jumping the ramp. Very nice, and please don't spin us out. Okay, sweet. Last time, if you guys didn't catch it, I was talking about how if you land a little bit too squarely on your wheels, like you land perfectly flat, for some reason the game does not like that, not one bit. And it causes you to just completely flip out, and there's like no predicting what's gonna even happen. Your car just gets totally demolished. Okay, there we go. Better time, that time was 4:30, possibly 4:31. We'll round up to 4:31. I didn't get an exact look at it, but something along those lines. This little preview I got running here is looking quite rough, if we're being honest. We'll X out some of these things, and hopefully that'll be alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and update our time. I'm here. Best time is now 4:30. Good stuff. Alright, and now is when we might need to restart the game. Or actually, no, I think we have one more attempt. Oh, look. We don't even need to do it. So even though the guys get lost down here, after a certain amount of time, if they can't find their route back to the maintenance shed, I think they just teleport or something. Because it looks like they've actually figured it out on their own. So, nice job, gang. Which is very convenient, because now we don't have to constantly reload the map, which is just going to take a long time and be rather inconvenient. We will allow the game to go ahead and continue out playing for a minute, because last time We did not do that, and I don't know where it is. There it is. This ranger team just came and absolutely obliterated us. Though I bet if we just get going now, we can probably make it out of here before that becomes an issue. So let's try that out. Time will start when we cross the line, and go! Alright. Lock in, everybody. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, I was kind of nervous that that log was going to absolutely obliterate us, but I also thought that turning... Hang on now! I also thought that turning there was just going to absolutely spin us out. So thankfully, the log didn't really do any harm. Alright, let's see if we can get a nice little hug on this turn right here. Maintain some speed. I think that going slow around corners is actually better than doing like a tight turn with a bunch of speed. Because whenever you spin out, it's like your vehicle has to come to a full and complete stop before it can continue going. But, oh! Alright, ain't nothing but a thing. But if you just slow down, you can turn and at least go through with a little bit of momentum. So I think that might be the move, but we'll see. Alright, whoa! Whoa! More invisible wallage. Yet again, Frontier having the worst vehicle controls I've ever seen in a game, but I guess it's okay, seeing as this is not really a game. What is wrong with these Gallimimus? You're no better than a deer, I'm telling you. It's like they see a car and they just are like, oh, I gotta know what it feels like to jump in front of that, man. So we're just gonna go ahead and scratch that run. That's my official vehicle reset. Honestly, maybe I should add a little pool of water at the end of the race so that the vehicles on the maintenance crew also do the same sort of thing. That's kind of genius, actually. All right, here we go. Try this one more time. And start. Here we go. This is going to be the one. We're not going to let the Gallimimus frustrate us. We're going to take that as a sign that it was meant to be that we start again. No distractions. Going to have a much better run. Little bit of a wide turn there on the start. But that's okay. We just got some momentum that we're carrying. Alright, slow down a nice little bit and hug that turn. Hug that turn. Hug that turn. That's a little bit of a tricky turn right there because the ground is like angled away from you. So it's hard to actually get your wheels on the ground to start getting traction to slow down and turn the other direction. You kind of gloss over the top of it like you're driving on ice. Alright, hug the inside of this rock. That'll also be a little bit better. Hello! Welcome to the stream! We've had quite a few big channel announcements recently. Whoa, whoa, whoa! At least, you know, towards the beginning of the stream. So if you haven't seen that yet, and that's something you're interested in, if you are a regular viewer, then I would definitely be sure to rewind and go and listen to all that, because I might not remember all of them off the top of my head. Basically, long story short, we have an exciting new Minecraft series coming up on the channel where we've been invited to join a big fossils and archaeology SMP sort of thing. Please tell me I can squeeze through here. No! You just had to stop to eat right there, didn't you? Dang it, there went our good time. Now we're behind schedule. That's unfortunate. We did have a few slip-ups along the way in the previous race, so there's a chance that we could technically still improve our time. But this definitely ain't going to be no PB run, I don't think. Okay. Swing it around here and around here. Man, we're feeling slippery right now. That's weird. That's one thing with this game that is kind of odd. As I know I just dogged on the vehicle controls a second ago, but they genuinely do feel like kind of unpredictable. Like sometimes you drift on a turn, sometimes you don't. If you hit the handbrake to drift turn, handbrake turn, then sometimes it absolutely spins you at 180 degrees, and other times it just barely, or not barely, but it'll handbrake turn almost like exactly how you want to type of thing. It's very, very odd. I guess maybe that's the type of thing where it's just like you need to spend a bunch of time with it and figure out how to work with Frontier's little quirks. But it's whatever. So there's the first turn. The first one is not the one that's like shortcuttable, but this one right here. This is where you can go right through here. Oh yeah, and that's such a good shortcut. I don't know if it's just because I'm talking and I'm not really paying as close of attention as I normally do. Man, we have messed that up 3 for 3 runs today. Thankfully, we kind of came out of it not too awful. Obviously, it'd be a lot better if we didn't hit it. But we kind of didn't get too banged up on that collision. But we keep aiming left and hitting that tree. We got to remember that. But anyways, as I was saying, kind of point in fact, or point proven right there, is I don't know if it's just because I'm trying to talk while I'm doing this right now, or what the deal is. Maybe it's just because I've been away from the game for a little bit. But it feels like we're having a really sloppy run. I also forgot to do the first person thing, so that's going to add some seconds, unfortunately. We're sitting at 3:16 right now. See if we can run up through here. I did see that you sent another message about being a subscriber, but I can't fully read it right now. I'm a little bit locked in. What's the worst dinosaur that you don't like? In this game or just in general? If it's in this game, then at least I can go through the list and kind of take a peek. Let's see. I do think that there are some overrated dinos, but I'm trying to think of what they are. I feel like Triceratops, honestly, is sometimes a little bit overrated, but it depends on the design. I'm not a big fan of, like, in this game specifically, I can't stand the, okay, that's just not cool, but it's whatever. In this game specifically, I cannot stand the little, head, like the head buddy one. So whether it's like the Stygimoloch or a Pachycephalosaurus, or anything in between, like the Dracorex. Dracorex is so bad they didn't even bring it into this third rendition. But those guys always piss me off in here because I feel like they're so needy and they just break out left and right. I don't know. Not a big fan of them. Another one that I never liked in this game is Archaeornithomimus. Just goofy looking dinosaur. Let's see, what else we got in here? Not entirely certain. I'd probably have to go and take a look at the thing. Okay, our time this time was 4:47. Kind of didn't even cross the finish line, so there's 4:52, which means that is actually our worst run of the day, which is crazy since earlier we did a straight up like turnaround and everything. Like we completely stopped, turned around and went. Same and everything. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you then. Good shout. You actually a subscriber from a month ago. Oh, very nice. Well, welcome to the channel. Hope you've been having a grand old time. Oh, I see we got a few other people kind of trickling in. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hope you've been having a fantastic time. Since a few more people are here than there were a second ago, I feel obligated to say that we have actually got quite a few little bits of good news happening on the channel here. Some exciting new plans coming up with some big-time collaborations with some people. We've got invited to join the Fossils and Archaeology SMP. We've got art contests going down in the Discord server. Announcements will be made in some future videos as well, so if you guys aren't part of the Discord server, you'll be able to get all the details in a video, probably the one that'll be uploading this Thursday. I had actually, okay, between us, I don't even have anything freaking planned yet. I gotta get on that. Yeah, we've got some really exciting stuff. Anyways, stop this time, reset it, and let's see if we can get a PB right here. Hey, Nod, welcome. All right, here we go. And start time. Here we go. This is going to be PB run, I'm telling you right now. I just realized, hold on, no it's not, because once again, I just realized that we need to freaking tame the Fossils and Archaeology music. I just remembered that that's probably still going. Let's see if we can fix that. Here's a question for you though. Do we like having the Fossils and Archaeology on in the background but quiet? Or do we prefer just hearing the game audio? Let me mute my mic for a second. Okay, unmuting the mic. Also, what's up, Lance? Thanks for coming on in. Can't wait for the Minecraft world. Yeah, that's going to be so much fun. I think we've got some exciting stuff cooking up with that. I turned off the Fossils and Archaeology music now, but it was so quiet that honestly, you couldn't really even hear it unless you were like really trying to pay attention to it. Is this Jeep back yet? Come on now, homie. Get on in here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take this vehicle, stop that time, restart it. There is no game sound. Oh. Whoopsies, it was very, very quiet is why. So let's go ahead and turn that up a little bit then for you. Why is it actually not? There it is. You have to just really crank it up. Game audio is better. The other music makes me feel lightheaded. Okay, cool. So then here. Does that sound like an appropriate level? Let me mute my mic for a second just so I can make sure that that's kind of good. Oh, you folks were right that I did forget to unmute the mic. That's brutal. Okay, well, like I said, I was locked in to trying to just do that race. So thankfully we were able to get a new PB time, thanks to me being so locked in. So we're down to 4:27. That's just how you do it, baby. Get out of this thing so that they can start returning to base. And yes, so somebody asked if we could show off the park, and I was saying a second ago that yes, we could, but it turns out you guys couldn't hear me. So this is my Winter Wonderland track. It's called Run Run Raptor, kind of like a spin-off of the song Run Run Rudolph, because it's supposed to be all like kind of Christmassy themed. And if you haven't seen the video on this, I've got an entire video showing how I made it. And we also did a couple head-to-head races because it was a collaborative video against another dinosaur content creator named Tiagosaurus. And the two of us came in and we each designed our own racetrack and then raced them head-to-head. The fossils and fossil fighter music came back on. How in the world did that happen? Turn that off. Good lord, we are all over the place, aren't we? Maybe that means I accidentally muted the desktop one a second ago? I don't know. I am just the most amateur streamer that ever did stream, I tell you what. But hopefully we're getting a little bit better as time goes on. Let's see. So what did I miss while I was doing that? Let's see. Everything is good, but the voice isn't there. Well, yep, found that out the hard way. Focus mode, gotta go. Can you show off the park? Yeah, so here's the park. So the route that you need to take is you'll start off down here and you'll enter in first person mode. That way you can transition from the Jeep to ground to ATV a little bit more efficiently. Otherwise it'll kick you out and then you'll have to go in first person mode in the middle of the race. So I'd always recommend jumping in before you start, and then you can switch to like your third person view and go from there. Unless you just want to drive in first person. Never tried that before, but it seems like it'd be hard. But yeah, so I got a couple signs here to try and remind you to do that. And then your time will officially start whenever you cross these light posts here. And you're supposed to come down this way, past the barn here, because kind of the lore to this thing is like you got to save Christmas by delivering all the presents at the finish line. So you're like collecting the presents, and then you'll come down this way. And then I would love to turn this into like a proper ski lift, but I just didn't take the time to design my own ski lift, and the ones that were in the workshop definitely just needed a little bit more, or not that they needed more love. They're actually fantastic designs. I just kind of was on autopilot there, I guess, because it's not at all what I meant to say. They are like full-on functional building type of things. And so whenever you do that, then this thing down here will like completely flatten out and destroy your park. Like for example, I hope this doesn't screw too much stuff up. Like if you were to place down a proper building, then it creates a huge cone around it, or like a cylinder around it, that just becomes completely flattened. Like, see that? I don't know why it does this, but it does. So, undo that, fix our mountain back. Anyways, I can go and design my own ski lift at some point in the future, I guess, but that's just a very, very big time commitment. Anyways, you round the bend, come up here, and then you hit a series of switchbacks to climb this mountain, and along the way, in here we have a sleeping Tyrannosaur, which isn't sleeping at the moment. We need to go ahead and enhance the illusion by tranquilizing it. I won't reveal how it works, but you can tell basically the gist of it. We have a Utyrannus back there. Okay, yeah. Spoilers are there. It's on screen now. Utyrannus is back there. And whenever we take the helicopter and we tranquilize it, then we have this dinosaur that's snoring right behind our little cave, where we have so carefully put down these T-Rex statues to make it look like there's a sleeping T-Rex in here. And so now from this point of the race, Rexy's going to be popping up over and over and over. What mod is this? We don't have any mods on, actually. I did for a while have the Kai free build mod, but then I was like, I want this to be accessible to everybody, and not everybody has modding. So I removed my mods, and I went to see if the game would still work, and it does. So I guess that means that all of our like free build stuff has no impact on this map whatsoever. Because we didn't really use it, we just had the ability to use it. It was just kind of like passively there in the background type of thing. Yeah, no mods. So this is just a T-Rex statue. We don't actually just have a real T-Rex in here sleeping all the time. It's just a bronze statue. You can see here, if we spoil how it works, it's just one of these statues that you have in the game. And then we just have it kind of chilling down there. So, also, look at the placement on that. Holy cow, I just accidentally placed that like perfectly on ground level. Yeah, we have one of those there, and then we have another one rotated this way. Go global, and if you line that head up right there with that one, and you hide all the rest of this stuff underground, then it kind of treats it like this is the new head of the Rex, and it makes it look like a Rex that's laying down in there. At least that was the goal. I think I did a pretty decent job with it. I feel like that looks pretty convincing. I was pretty proud of it. You mean sandbox or champ? What is champ? Is that like challenge mode? Or, oh, is it supposed to be like campaign maybe? This isn't a sandbox. This is Biosin? No, this is Canada. This is the Canada map, not Biosin Valley. Anywho, continuing on the story. Now you've woken up the Rex, and she's going to be chasing you the whole time. But you'll continue on your merry way, because you probably don't really know that yet. Well, we got some fences here to hopefully, A, catch you if you crash into them, and B, to try and tell you like, hey, you're supposed to go up this way. This is just our little ski cabin up at the top. And this is supposed to be kind of like whenever you go skiing and they have a bunch of moguls that you can ski down. That's kind of the inspiration behind this, and also why I wanted to put in a proper ski lift here. So maybe we'll have to do that in the future. Anyways, you'll go skiing down this and you'll try to survive the moguls. And you've got the wintry sort of parasaurs that all like to hang out in this area too. So got to be careful of them. Try not to collide into them. And then if you get through that, then you'll approach this ledge here. And I know a bunch of people are not going to know any better, and they're going to try and shortcut right across this pond. But if you go in here, this is deep water in the middle, and it will instantly ruin your run and flood your vehicle. So maybe don't try that. Unless you can somehow jump clear across the lake. But if you do that, that's very impressive. And honestly, you just earn it at that point. You deserve that. If you can somehow jump that lake, go for it. Anywho, the intention is for you, I guess you can kind of like shortcut through there if you really want to. But the intended path is to come over this way. And all sorts of dinosaurs like to hang out in here and absolutely destroy your perfect run that you have going. Because essentially they have all of their food over here and all of their water here, so they're constantly moving back and forth. And kind of on a similar concept, all the sauropods, food is here, water here, and I guess this must be the Gallimimus food too, because let me tell you, every single race I will hit a Gallimimus right here in this speedway, and I don't know what the deal is. No matter how hard I try to avoid them, I will be plowing through a Gallimimus at some point, putting that thing up above the fireplace. Anywho, go along down the forest, and you'll enter this gap in the fence where we have designed a lovely Christmas wreath, as you can see right there. At least, I think it turned out nice. I was pretty happy with it. A little random Happy Holidays message, which you don't really see unless you're flying around like this. But you'll come through here, and then you take a series of turns. And I tried to make it feel like little nature trails by adding these nice little signs that kind of guide you in the right direction, help you to not get lost. And then sometimes you just have fences instead of full-on signs. Oh, also, once again, that Rex that we awoke earlier, you'll be driving through the forest, and then all of a sudden you take this turn, and ideally... Oh, I thought it was about to happen. There's a Rex right here behind it, and ideally it will roar at the same time that you come around the corner, so that it feels like that Rex just emerged through the trees and is not happy and is like roaring at you as you drive by. Doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, it's a really cool effect. So then you can come over here, continue on your merry way. Here's just some nice little fencing instead of signs. And you just continue to zigzag all the way through the wreath. Nice little turn there. There you can hear that Rex roaring. Hopefully that comes through on stream. And then right here, I've thought, hey, how can we make this a little bit more interesting than simply zigzagging back and forth the whole time? I wanted to give you some options. And who knows, I've never really tried this way. I just feel like, yeah, the jump has to be quicker. It's got the risk associated with it of if you crash into a tree, then you're going to lose time. But if you can pull it off, it's definitely going to be quicker than going through here and making all those turns. But at least you do have the option. And so I made that nice little sign, the Merry Trail and the Scenic Pass. But you can continue straight, go over here, hang a hard right, followed by a hard left, and then you kind of continue your way through. This one here, okay, yeah. Because this one here is not where you're supposed to crash into the forest. You don't really want to be doing that. Can you explain more about the membership, please? Absolutely. 1 second, though. So, you come through here, and then you've got this little gap kind of in the trees here, and you can thread this needle. I would say, ideally, this one's probably a clearer shot to go through, but this one probably would save you more time if you can pull it off. Yeah, I guess this is still a very viable one, too. If you can thread this needle right here, and then drive through this bush, because that one doesn't have a collision box, I don't think, then you'll be able to save a bunch of time before going into the final jump of this area, where you can jump off of this rock, where you'll then land here, and then you can drift your way out here. We have never had a good landing during one of our runs yet out of this area, which is weird because I normally don't have an issue with this part at all. So the second we do that, we'll probably get our PB run. But we'll hang a hard left, enter this little enclosure filled with Edmontosaurus, Dreadnoughtus. Oh, apparently we've got a couple Gallimimus in here. Didn't realize that. And then Lokiceratops as well. Also, it looks like my laptop's about to die, which means I'm going to lose stream chat, so I'll need to go and take care of that here in just a moment. Anywho, once again, you'll work your way around this lake, and then by the time that you reach the end of the lake, this is where it'll be important to be in first-person mode whenever you enter the vehicle. That way you can exit the vehicle, enter into this cave area, and you'll run through here, and just like with Dominion, you've got the little Dimetrodons just kind of cruising around doing their thing. So that's fun. Got some random little skulls and stuff. I don't remember that giant rock being in there. That probably just accidentally happened when doing a little bit of terraforming, one of the auto-generated rock things. It's so much easier to see without the snow. Hey Tiago, thanks for joining. But yeah, you climb your way up here. And then we have one last surprise for you, where whenever you turn out this last corner, boom. And as you can hear right there, that might have been the one in the distance because it sounded quite faint. Oh, there's the real one. We have another Rex hidden in the rocks here, so that when you come around the corner, that Rex is still hot on your tail, chasing you down. But anywho, you continue to run through here, go on down this way, and then you can run underneath this arch. This was supposed to be another another part of the track where players would have an option to either go up and over or under. But apparently, the controls suck so much that we are not allowed to actually walk on these. So that's unfortunate. Anywho, you'll run up this way, and now we have the vehicle maintenance shed here, where you'll hop into an ATV, and then from that point, you'll climb up this mountain, go down this hill, hit the loop-de-loop, And then after doing the loop-de-loop, you'll make your way into this bowl, which is supposed to kind of slingshot you out towards this ramp, where you jump through that very loop that you just came from, and you enter this chaotic sort of area where I think you already saw things. So that was hopefully a good way to answer your question, Nickel. But yeah, so you land in there, and then you just kind of go around these big domes until crossing the finish line, which is this line right here. Tiago, can you have a link to your channel, please? Yeah, everybody go subscribe to Tiago. If you don't know who he is, he's done a couple collaborations with us in the past. Really good guy. Does some really cool stuff over there on his channel as well. But, so, can you explain more about the membership, please? Yes, so I assume whenever you say that, you're talking about our channel memberships and what those perks are? I need to go and look at them again because I made those a little while ago, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the lowest tier is just you simply being awesome and just like wanting to support the channel, because honestly at this point in time I'm just so broke. I don't really have like any super awesome fancy things I can give you. I think we might have a couple perks, like obviously you have access to members only live streams and videos and stuff like that, which essentially almost all of our live streams that we do go to members only after they finish happening. And then you've got access to a couple of exclusive videos that only members can see. Every once in a while I'll release members only polls and different things like that only members have access to, because you know, since they're doing such an extra contribution to the channel, I want them to be able to have a stronger say in what they'd like to see and stuff like that. So that's a little bit of a benefit. Let me go ahead and pull up those benefits again, though, so that I can tell you more specifically what each of those different membership levels actually has. Let's see. Just a moment. Memberships. And here we go. Yeah, so right now we have one person on the channel that is the small fry membership, and we have another person that is listed at the Swanky Squid membership, which is the highest one. But anywho, the way that this works is, let's see, here we go, levels. So if you are the smallest one, which all of them I tried to keep as cheap as possible because I don't like asking people for money, but we've got the 99-cent one, the $1.99, and the $2.99 version, so I tried to literally make them as cheap as possible. But if you do the smallest, lowest level, then you get your loyalty badges, you get access to emojis, member shoutouts at the end of the video. At the end of each video, there's a little like thank you message. I don't know if you guys have ever even noticed that before or not, but we have a thank you message for all of our members at the end of each video. And it's more so just you being awesome and helping out the channel. And then if you do the Funky Fish level, the $1.99 tier, then you get access to member-only chat rooms on our Discord server. You get priority reply to all comments and everything. Basically, like if you're a member, you can, at this point in time, be guaranteed that I will respond to your thing. Because sometimes all of our messages and stuff, like if a video blows up, then I just can't reply to all of the different comments and stuff. But most of the time, that's not too much of an issue because we have a pretty niche little community here, and I try to reply to as many comments as possible. But every once in a while, you get a video like that Fortnite one that just has absurd amounts of comments on it, and sometimes I get a little bit lost in them. Swanky Squid level, which is the top tier, is the $2.99 version, and that gets you access to the member-only polls, member-only videos, member-only live streams, and the perks from the previous levels as well. So those are the three levels. I think that might actually be a little bit different now. I think that technically my membership offer on here shows that this is the tier that gets you access to the members only live streams and stuff. But I think honestly, I think even the lowest tier gets you access to that stuff right now. So if you're a part of the Small Fish or Funky Fish gang right now, you've kind of got a little bit of an exclusive perk that you weren't even supposed to have yet. So now that I think about that, I might leave that for a little bit. So if you guys want to become a member on the channel, even for the smallest or second smallest tier, then I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. For the month of January, any membership level will get you access to all of that stuff. Any membership level will get you access to all of the tier 3 level stuff. For the month of January, you heard it here, folks. And then at the end of January, we'll go back to being the proper levels that they're supposed to be. So if you want to continue to keep membership access for those things and all that fun stuff, then you will need to be at least at the highest tier level, which is still $2.99. Like it's not really asking too much, I don't think. Or at least I don't hope. I tried to make them literally the cheapest options possible. I think 99 cents is as low as you can go. And if there's 3 levels, then obviously we have to have 99, 199, and 299. All that little rant aside, I do need to go over and plug in my laptop because it just died on me, so I can no longer see what you lovely folks at home are saying. But hopefully that at least clears up some of your questions. If you have any more questions about the membership stuff, then feel free to just send another message, and whenever my laptop turns back on, I'll take a look at that. So I'll be right back. Get to typing. One second. Looks like laptop. Make our way back in. Just plug this in for you real quick and then I'll be back. Okay, here we are. Let's see what you lovely folks have been saying. So, are you going to work on the emotes? Yes, we were just talking about that. You should also do stickers. Yes, that's what I meant with the emojis tier that I was talking about a moment ago. So, announced on... It will be revealed in a proper video this Thursday. I haven't had a video go up recently, and the one that I did have go up, I accidentally forgot to put the little shout out in. Or actually, I didn't forget to, but it was already a 30-minute video, and I didn't want it to take any longer than it already was. So I just ended up not including it. But a video will be coming out this Thursday that will be going into detail about the art competition that's happening over on the Discord server. I mentioned it before in this stream, but I'll mention it again real quick just since you guys are asking about it. And that's that for the month of January, we might extend it a little bit just because it was a little bit delayed. It is already the 6th now. But January 31st, I think it goes to 31 days, is the last day of January. And by that point, all entries to this contest will be wrapped up. And essentially, it's just having everybody come together on the Discord server and submitting their little pictures for emojis that we could use here on the channel. And the top 4 entries, there's also no limit to the amount of entries you can do, but regardless, top 4 entries of everybody's entries will be selected as the ones that will be featured here on the channel. And then now whenever you're watching these videos, if something awesome happens, which I'm sure it always will, then you can go in and respond appropriately, react appropriately with these custom little emojis. So I think that'd be fun. So yeah, if you like the art and doing all that sort of stuff, then go over in the Discord server and submit all of your entries today. And if you don't know how to really do that stuff, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just having submissions is the best way to support it, regardless of if you think you'll win or not. Like, just having any submissions is better than nothing, right? So the more submissions you go and do, and the more submissions you encourage your friends to go and do, the more likely stuff like this will continue to happen in the future. This is so much easier to see without the snow. Oh wait, that's an old message. I gotta scroll back down. then the more likely we'll be able to the more likely stuff like this will continue to happen in the future, though, is what I was trying to say. Laptop, hurry up and turn back on, please. Hello? Okay, laptop's not wanting to turn on, so that's fun. But, maybe it will now. I tried holding down the power button. There she goes. Okie dokie. Swanky Fish is $2.99, so it's okay, but you only have $3. So you'll do that, but you need a job. No worries. I never want to encourage people to go and spend money on these memberships unless they just have a bunch of extra stuff lying around. Like, I feel like absolutely go and take care of your life first, and then if you just really want to support the channel, you're that adamant about it, then obviously I appreciate the gesture, but never be doing anything that's going to cause you any financial stress. Like, I will be okay. But I appreciate you considering it at the very least. So I think it might be time for another run. What do you say, folks? I finally got the laptop officially up and going again, so I can see your messages while actually staying in the game. Here, let me go ahead and do a quick announcement here. Guess who's back again? Hey, James! How's it going? Welcome back. Long time no see. Let's see. What did you guys answer the poll? 22% of you have participated on the map. 56% of you have not done it yet, but they would like to. And 22% of people have just said no. So I guess that means they just don't have the ability to, or they just don't like my map. And you guys, I don't know if you little sneaky snakes did this on purpose or not, but your poll made a PP. So, way to go, everybody. You made a penis poll. Anyways, we'll end that there. Fun stuff. And then I'll go ahead and do a little pinned comment. James is back again. All right, back. We're going to do a little pinned message here just announcing that for the month of January only, any membership level access to all tier perks. Go nuts. Thank you for support. Smiley face. Cool. There we go. Let me pin that real quick just so that everybody can see it. I don't have to just mention it a bajillion times. So we'll pin that. And now let's get on to the next race. Here we go. Back to live. So we'll hop in here. Switch to third person. Let me pull up my little stopwatch now. I'm going to take a quick rip of a Celsius to help me lock in. Oh yeah. That was some good sound effects right there, huh? Yeah, don't worry about it, James. But, yeah. Exciting stuff. And now, the second we cross the finish line, or excuse me, the line, is whenever we get start the time. And go, go, go! Alright, time to lock in, everybody. Ones in chat if you think this is going to be a new PB. Twos in chats if you think that we're going to have something unfortunate happen. All of you folks better be rooting for number one. If I see you folks praying on my downfall, I'm not going to be happy. Tell you what, I'm gonna freaking put you folks on the ban list. How about that, huh? I won't actually do that. But I will be devastated that you're betraying me like this. On my own channel. That's some Tiago channel viewer behavior right there. Alright. Off to a decent start. 32 seconds in, making our way up the mountain. Oh, look at all the ones rolling in. See, we're a channel of believers. That's what I like about you guys. Here we go. Alright, time to send it off the mountain. Hopefully we land this. Beautiful. Alright, now don't spin out. Don't spin out. No parasaurs either. Oh, that's going to be a good landing. Oh, whoa! Boy, was I wrong. Okay, could have gone worse. Could have gone worse. Something else that's kind of frustrating a little bit. It's not really Frontier's fault, though. It's just something I'm used to, is in Rocket League, whenever you use your handbrake, it allows you to kind of drift around and kind of slide and continue with your momentum regardless of what direction you're in. So intuitively, I want to land and hold the little handbrake on here, that way I can kind of carry that speed with me. But when you do that on here, it just brings you to like a halting stop if you're facing any direction but forward. It does help you drift around turns a little bit, kind of like this right here. But, yeah, if you try and use it whenever you land, instead of actually helping you maintain that speed without spinning out, it just brings to a screeching stop. Oh, the Rex got us there, and it's roaring as we drive away. No! I thought I could squeeze that little gap right there. Dang it. That stupid tree is going to mess us up. Alright, sling it around this way. That's a good turn right there. Need to do it one more time here. And one more time here. Don't slam too hard. Ah! That was a bad turn. Bad turn. Alright, come on. Come on. We got time to make up. Tap on the brakes as we land, because you don't want to go flying off into that tree. Cut this turn. And then here's where our little shortcut comes in. Aim straight here for this gap. Oh, beautiful. That might... Oh, jeez. I thought we were supposed to turn left there. Okay. Not fantastic, but we recovered nicely. There you go. You want to do a little jump out of that ramp. You don't want to full send it, or else you're going to be in a bad place. But if you pretty much crank down left the entire time you come out of that turn, it almost spits you out perfectly in line with that little gate there, which is nice. Edmontosaurus are behaving themselves? We might actually be on a hot time right here, folks. Hold on. We're 3 minutes in, and we are not that far away. We've got like pretty much 2 minutes to get to the finish line right now. Hop out and run. I wonder what the most efficient place to hop out there is. Maybe don't even stop. Just hop out and let the Jeep crash. Well, no, I've tried that in the past, and if you do that, then the momentum of the Jeep can sometimes crash into the entrance to the mine, and then it just blocks your way. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I think we're on a good pace right now. Hop into this thing. Drive vehicle. Oh, I kind of cheated a little bit. I don't like clicking on it from far away. I usually prefer like you walk up to the vehicle. But I mean, let's be honest. If this was like a proper speedrun type of thing, and like people did this competitively, the best times would be the ones that used that. So I guess either get with the times or get left behind. Oh my god, this Ornithomimus is ruining everything! Alright, here we go. Do the loop flawlessly. And now into the bowl. I'll hug this turn. Keep that ground force going, just like the F1 racers do. And then momentum, momentum, momentum. Right over the rocks. We didn't get quite as much speed as we probably should have. Man, we are bouncing like a hot potato. Alright, there we go. Go away, Cabot. Oh, that's going to slow us down. Move! Get out the way! No! Our beautiful run. Saboteur in the last final moments. No, this is not going to be a PB anymore. It was so close to being one, but alas, not anymore. And time, 4:37. No, man. Ah, that's blows. Okay, we can give it another go. I want to at least beat our time one more time. I want to get a new PB. Man, that's so disappointing. Here we go. Take another rip of the Celsius. Where's this Jeep at? Is it going to be a problem? Where is the Jeep at? Oh, it's all the way in the wreath still. Let's go ahead and time warp speed, I guess. Honestly, it's probably far away that it won't be an issue, right? Let's just hop in a Jeep and go and see what happens. Direct control. Oh, that's the wrong one. Direct control. Here we go, folks. You think you need to make a new section in the Discord for times on how fast everyone does the run? That would be awesome. Good suggestion. We'll definitely have to throw that in. We can even just make that like a subsection of the Jurassic World Evolution 3 section. You want a t-shirt that says "Shut up, Cabot"? That'd be awesome. Okay, here. Let's stop our time and let's do it again. Who knows? Maybe that'll be our first line of merch. Just doing a little t-shirt that says "Shut up, Cabot." Or we can have like an exclusive like tier 4 sort of membership level, and anybody that subscribes to that one gets a t-shirt type of thing. That'd be so cool. All right, here we go. Crossing the line and starting the time. Start. All right. Here we go, folks. Here we go. I really wish I could get the time on screen. That is kind of unfortunate we don't have that option. Or maybe we do and I just don't know how. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, this is a bad start. Pretty sure the way that that stuff works whenever like speedrunners do things like that is there's game events that happen to like start stop time. Like if it's a racing game... Yeah, this is a horrible run. We're not doing this. If it's a racing game, then it has that kind of time code stuff already built into it. Then if it's a speedrunning thing like Minecraft, then I'm sure it's got signals for whenever you spawn into the world, and whenever you hit the end credit type of thing, or like kill the dragon. I don't know how those work. I've never really watched too much speedrunning. I just know that it exists. And I don't think we have any trigger events like that that can actually allow us to do it properly on here. But I don't know. If you guys are part of that speedrunning world, then let me know how that stuff works, because that'd be kind of cool to know. Alright, we are going to wait real quickly for these guys to get back. And while that's also happening, let's go ahead and take this. And we'll tranquilize our U-Tyrannus to help sell the illusion. Ugh, what are all the ones? That means that people believed I was about to get a PB time. Ones in the chat meant that they thought I was about to get a PB time, and twos meant that I was going to crash and something horribly wrong was going to happen. And unfortunately, the horribly wrong thing is what happened. Despite all the belief, I had to prove the believers wrong and let them down one last time. So here we go. Time begins when we cross the lamps. And start. Okay, here we go, folks. Here we go. This is the one. We had a bad run, an unlucky start last time, which means that now we're due a good run, right? That's how it works. That's how stats work. Alright, a little bit of a wide turn there, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. We'll try to kind of keep our wheels on the ground. It's weird. I think that the fastest way to go through this race is to not drive at full speed. I think you've got to go a little bit slow in order to keep your wheels on the ground and just take these nice tight turns instead of driving full speed and slamming on a full 180. I think that that just brings you to way too much of a stop. So I think if you just kind of ease around like 75% throttle, I think that's kind of the way to go. So less is more. Less is more. That was a very unfortunate bounce right there. Okay, at least the ending of it wasn't too terrible. Now here's where things like to get a little bit squirrely. I gotta start utilizing that shortcut there as well. I go this way every single time just because it was the intended route. But I think if we really want to start shaving off some seconds and getting some PBs, we need to go through that little splash of water right there. Also, miracle to make it through the herbivore area right there without being like obliterated by a Gallimimus or something. Ooh, bad turn. I guess we're just gonna have to shortcut it there like that. So not ideal. Okay, hold on. I gotta lock in. What am I doing? Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. We gotta go silent for a second. Okay. Come on, come on. Whenever I look back at chat again, there better be so many ones over there. There better be so much belief. Here we go. And not too much. Not too much. Tap the brakes when we land so we don't fly into that tree. Hug the turn. This is where it gets tricky, is whenever it starts snowing here. Alright, and then on the second turn, this is where we have the actual like intentional shortcut right through here. Yup. Look at that. Beautiful. Turn right where that sign is. Why do I keep wanting to turn left there? I've never done that until today. Ease up on the throttle for this jump so you don't go flying into the fence. If you turn left before you land, it helps you accelerate out of that turn. Alright, and then ease our way through here. Thankfully, I don't know, I guess it's not a oh! No, I hate that so much! The stupid collisions on the trees are so much bigger than they actually look like. You should be able to drive through the leaves there. That's so not fair. That actually might sabotage our race big time. We're still only at 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the run so far, though, so we might not be in a horrible spot. We'll do that, hop out here. Oh, no, I forgot the first person thing. Oh, this run is chalked. We're going to keep going, but this run might be chalked. Past the Dimetrodons. Under the statue, the skeleton, whatever. Past the Rex. And down the hills. Delete it now. I know, right? Stupid tree. Absolutely sabotaged everything. Alright, here we go. Then we're gonna hop in the vehicle, and I think we gotta kind of cheat and click on it as soon as possible. Oh, wait. We didn't do that in the past because we were in that, like, G mode, which doesn't show you the UI. So that's why we forgot that we could actually reach it from further than we think. So we didn't do it again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we spinning out? Hello? That was random. Oh, Frontier, I swear you've, like... Your whole mission in life is to sabotage the vehicles in this game, specifically in spite of me. Alright, there we go. Made it through the loop. We've been doing really good at the loop lately. And then we'll come around the bend, accelerate out of the ramp. right over the top. And please don't kill me. Okay. We've had much worse. It wasn't perfect. Not a perfect landing, but we've had much worse. Here we go. Hug this, and the collisions on this aviary are kind of weird too, so you don't want to get too close to it. Go right here through the present. I think that's the best line. And then... boom! New PB! 420! We were blazing through there! Oh, let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. It feels so good to be back on a new best time. We just shaved 7 seconds off. Let's freaking go. Okay to that. And we're so back, baby. Thank you to all the haters, and thank you to all the believers dropping ones in chat. Okay. You can't put ones, you're blocked from using ones again. Hey, but your belief is really what got us through that. Is that the message you wanted me to read? Let's see, look at the message about the shirt. Okay, hold on, something about a shirt. What's your favorite game? It's not Evolution. Probably Minecraft and Rocket League. I played Rocket League more, but Minecraft's got way more options and way more charm than Rocket League ever will. You know what I mean? Like, Rocket League's fun competition, but Minecraft is a delightful game. Just put your name and channel on the front as a logo and a picture of Cabot with the phrase that says, "Shut up, Cabot." Yeah, that would actually be pretty fun. That would be a good time. Congratulations, right? Absolutely obliterated that time. 7 seconds is good. We were struggling to get up in that sort of area. Okay, let's freaking do it again, folks. Yeah, once again, we don't have too much left to really say here. We kind of have already given out all of our big announcements, and I should probably start working on our new exclusive Fossils and Archaeology SMP sort of thing. We should probably go and get to work on that, but yeah, fun stuff in the future coming up for sure. So let's do 6 or 7 seconds. Yeah, it was something like that, 6 or 7 maybe. Oh, brother. I kind of walked right into that one, huh? That's funny. All right. I think the Celsius is what did the trick, folks. I locked in after that. Just needed something to wake me up. Here we go. Ugh. Slam down a little bit more. Here we go. Let's do one final time. Let's see if we can break our record one more time. So we can do a couple more attempts, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. But let's see if we can get one more PB run. Can y'all even really see that message up there? It's kind of white text on a white background, but it's whatever. I think you can see it all right. And start time. But yes, if you guys happen to go and do this, then be sure to join the Discord. Hello! That's just... he aimed for me! Are you kidding me? Homeboy took me out! That was so intentional, dude. Are you kidding me? That's actually wild. What the... you replied to your question in Discord, the one in general chat. Ooh, very nice. I would like to go and take a look at that then. Having a panic attack, don't worry, you're actually not. Y'all some funny folks, you know that? But anyways, as I was trying to say before, I literally just got T-boned by my own co-worker. What was I saying? I'm so frazzled from that. Oh yeah, go over in the Discord and be sure to drop down your PB times. If you can even leave like a little unlisted video on YouTube link sort of thing. I mean, upload it on YouTube just the normal way if you really want to. But if there's some way that you can have like an actual little proof sort of thing about like your time to like validate it, that'd be so awesome too. Just so we can see how you're getting these awesome runs. Because you might be able to learn some shortcuts and all sorts of crazy things that we don't even know about. But, oh wait, hold on. I forgot to start my time. I also don't think I hopped in first person mode. You guys were supposed to remind me to do that. I know I've got these big old signs here, but I still forget. Drive vehicle. C for third person camera. And here we go. Typical American driver. That's crazy work right there. Driving like some of y'all, I'm sure. Here we go. And start time. Alright, this is going to be the one, folks. This is going to be the one. Oh, it's tricky whenever the ground's all covered in snow, though. Let me tell you what. Oh, bad start. Bad start. Bad start. Okay. I don't know if the snow actually makes an effect or not. I don't think it does. But sometimes it does feel like you just cannot turn on that first turn to head towards the mountain. Sometimes it feels like you just keep on sliding. Anywho, tap the brakes a little bit. I think that if you climb the inside of that ramp right there, that's kind of like meta. That's like the way to do it. Anyways, Tap on the brakes a little bit to come through here. That might have been a little bit too slow of a turn, but we're not doing awful. We're at 45 seconds so far. Bounce off this nicely. There we go. I feel like all day long, bounces and just random events have not been going in our favor. Like, sure, we haven't been doing a good job about doing clean driving, but it's also not helping that all of these random events going on have been going wrong pretty much every single time. Like, anytime we're trying to land a vehicle, it's pretty much flipped out. This area is always freaking flooded with dinosaurs. Last time when we got our PB time was pretty much the one time that it didn't have like some sort of encounter there. Oh, careful on the turn there. Okay. Alright, now this is where I might need to get a little bit quiet and lock in. Oh, see. Geez, man. Whenever it gets snowy, it is a little bit tricky. I need to continue working on that. That's why I kind of came in and started adding these rocks. Is if you come in when it's snowing, it is rather difficult to kind of know where to go. So let's go ahead and put another rock here. I've kind of been coming in and sprinkling these guys around just to help you know which way to go, and that's also why we've got all the signs and everything in here. We'll just do something kind of like that. Bring it in the ground a little bit. Bring it forward. Yeah, I think something like that will be alright. Just to kind of help guide your eye as to like, we need to turn here. I might put another little rock here. Let's do this, yeah. We'll duplicate this, put that there, and then we'll put one of them here so that people don't go there. And then, I guess that means we need to re-upload these maps, but that's fine. So we'll do that, and then hopefully that'll help you know where to go. We could even bring in our little blueprint, I guess. Where are my blueprints? Did I even make blueprints of these? I guess I didn't. Huh. Well then, here, real quickly, grab one of my little signs. Let me go ahead and stop the time, because clearly this is not going to be a PB run anymore. Where is one of my little signs? Well, let's do the fences. I don't really use these in too many spots. We'll get you. We'll duplicate that. It's already facing the right direction and everything. Do surface move. Scuttles, do you like the modular building? I do like the modular building. Sometimes it behaves a little bit weird and wonky, and it can be a little bit frustrating, but I think that overall, the idea of adding it and the things that you can do with it when you learn how to use it like properly and stuff are really, really good. I do like that quite a bit. Anywho, let's go ahead and put this here. What are y'all's thoughts on the modular building though? We'll do one of them there, and one of them here, and hopefully that'll just kind of help to inform people on which way they're supposed to go. We'll also take this thing, and we will advanced move and rotate this kind of the way it's supposed to be. Help it go in line with the hill. Didn't realize so much if it was floating. We'll do right there. And we'll do the same sort of thing with this one. Advanced move, rotate this way some, and bring it on up and out of the ground. Look at that. Bet you guys didn't know you were going to get a lesson in modular building today, did you? Look at that, that's kind of nice, right? I think that should hopefully clear up maybe which way to go some. If it still doesn't help out, we can always throw in one of the actual direction sign things. But hopefully that's better than nothing. It's weird though, because I've never had a problem there before. Something about today, I think it's because I'm trying to talk so much while I'm doing all of this. I'm not having very clean runs. You loved the Fortnite video more than you thought you would, Ella. Did you finally go and take a look at it? Yeah, that video was such a delight. I enjoyed it way more than I thought it would too. Have you guys seen the Megalodon Fortnite one? Because the Jurassic Park Fortnite was so much fun that we wanted to go and check out some of the other maps that was made by that same creator. So we did the Megalodon one, and I still think that the Jurassic Park one is definitely superior to that. But it was still a fun time. It was a really, really good one. So anyways, make sure to hop in our first person mode before we start. And begin. I might have started the time a little bit early there, which is not going to help us with our speedrunning mission, but that don't matter because we're about to blow it out of the water so much that that tiny little discrepancy isn't going to make a difference. It's at 190k. Wow, I didn't realize it was already that high. Dang it, you distracted me. I hit a rock. We'll be aight. We'll be aight. Like this little turn. Ooh, it's starting to rain. I think it actually does get slippery whenever it rains, so that'll be interesting to see. Alright, hug that one. I don't think I've ever done this map in the rain, although it looks like it already stopped raining. That was quick. Oh no, it's still going, just hard to see. Yeah, there's a little bit of rain still falling. I think I'm going to also try out that other shortcut for the first time here, where we cut inside of the herbivore bay area. Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out. Okay, okay. This run's kind of chalked, but we'll continue with it just for the memes. Just to see what could happen. Get a little practice run at this shortcut as well. So I think right here is the new move. Then we'll crank it left. Okay. I think it might actually be a little bit slipperier with the rain. Sorry, you got to get going. No worries, thanks so much for stopping by. I love how you always kind of pop in for just like a little 10-minute period at a time, then you disappear, and then like a few minutes later you pop back in. Well, that kind of looks like Africa, or Australia. Or just a pond. Okay, so that was a bad attempt, but ain't nothing but a thing. Let's come over here and try again. I was going to continue it for the memes, but it just started getting so out of hand. I think the rain is also not helping, so let's actually time warp a little bit, see if we can let the rain clear up and also stall a little bit of time for this ranger to be able to get it. I gotta learn how to talk, dude. It's honestly so frustrating. See if we can stall a little bit of time for the ranger vehicle to come back. I don't know, I think it might just be a matter of... I think a large portion of it is I'm coming to find out that I'm like quite ADD. Like, whenever I'm sitting here thinking about the things I'm gonna say, it's always like there's two sentences forming in my head at the same time, and my brain cannot decide which one of those two sentences to actually say. And so I kind of combine my words a bunch, and that's where all of my like stuttering and slip-ups come from. So I think maybe if I just take a deep breath and I slow down my roll for a second, then I think that that's probably the key to me actually learning how to talk. Instead of talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour like this sort of thing, which is what I kind of tend to do, if I just kind of slow it on down. And I think that I formed that habit actually from doing YouTube. The stupid TikTok brain rot sort of meta that content creation has become lately is forcing people to do things like so fast, get to the point within like the first 5 seconds of the video, or else people click away type of thing. So I'm like trying to be like as quick as possible. And now I don't know how to talk anymore. Anywho, here we go. Why do I have like a little plus arrow here? Members only live stream. What it's trying to get me to do. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. But I tell you what, we'll start a new poll. Let's see, here we go. Will this be the new PB run? Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. This is gonna be a major race right here. Our time will begin the moment we cross the line. I know I say it every single time, but just in case there's new people here. And begin. Alright, we're locked in. We've got open track, a nice sunny day. We've got a couple of attempts under our belt. We've got prime conditions for a new PB run. Alright, we're approaching the mountains at 15 seconds, which feels like we're right on pace for our current PB. Ooh, that's a little bit of a wide turn. Ooh, that's not ideal. Okay, we can still make up time using our new handy-dandy shortcut, though. It's a good thing we got that practice attempt under our belt, too, because now it turns out that that corner might have had just to do with the rain. We only did one attempt while it was raining, so either that corner is quite slippery, or it's just from the rain. Either way, we're going to take precaution with it. We're going to treat it like it's going to be a slippery turn, and hopefully that'll save us some time. Hello! Okay, I guess we rolled out of that okay. It would have been better to roll down the hill on our wheels, but I guess doing a barrel roll and continuing on ain't too bad either. And okay, well, we lost control. Pay attention and be quiet. My bad. Maybe you're right. I just gotta lock in. No, I lost traction on my wheels right there, so I couldn't really control which way I was going, and of course I just absolutely wrapped myself around a tree, so tough times. This is why we don't talk and drive, kids. Here we go. So, time warp, get that Jeep out of the way a little bit. We could probably fly over the mountain if we left now, and jump right over him type of thing. But we'll just let him get back real quick, at least get out of the way a little bit. He's not that far away, probably just a few more seconds here. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna lock in for you guys, and this will be the run. This will be the one right here. So let me stop my time, reset that. Take this guy, and here we go. You're gonna stop right in front of me, aren't you? So I'll just take this whenever you're done. There's a chance I didn't even hop in first person mode, which means that that wouldn't have been a bad run from the get-go. So maybe this is a little blessing in disguise, and we're about to have our meant-to-be run now. This is the one that was meant to be. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Here we go. Locking in. I'll see you guys at the finish line with a new PB. I'm going to guess... Let's see. Our current PB is 420. Ugh. And our new PB is going to be... We're going to get a 418 right here. It's going to be tight, but it's going to be a PB. Here we go. Starting time. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't hug that one quite tight enough. Hugged that one maybe a little bit too tight. This ain't going great so far, but we got time. We're doing all right. No major wrecks yet. Oh no. Ah, that might be it. That might be it. We'll keep going, but I think that might be it. What is happening to us? Alright, I'll try out the shortcake. Shortcake? What? Try out the shortcut one more time. Talk about strawberry shortcake up in here or something. Ooh, that water does slow you down. Who knows? Maybe with the shortcut, this will still be a PB. Okay, well, Galley's doing what Galley's doing. Okay, this one really just doesn't like me. Tell you what, we're gonna do the shortcut reset and chuck this dude in the lake. You have disappointed us and you must meet your fate now. Wait, no, stop that. Stop that. Go into the water. Accept your destiny. There you go. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's do that again, shall we? See, that's the instant shortcut way to get these guys back. Kind of a meta move, if we're being honest. Okay. Reset the clock. This is whenever the poll is taking effect. There's a little bit of a stream delay, so now that I'm here, this is when the poll was designed for. You know what I mean? This is the one I was talking about the whole time. We'll hop in here, and here is a new PB. 4 minutes, 18 seconds. We're so locked. We're so locked, it's not even funny. Execute turn 1 perfectly. Oh, that's a good turn. That's a good turn. That's a good turn. That's pretty decent. Hold on. Let me cook. Ooh. Ooh. 33 seconds right now. Alright, here comes RNG number 1. We're about to get a storm coming in. No! Not ideal. Not ideal. We gotta figure out the best way to go down this mountain, dude. Alright. Shortcut can still save our time. Ooh, a little bit of traffic. Okay, that works out. Please. Oh my god, a clear path. This is so rare. Don't you dare do it. Okay. Come on in here. Woo. Tight turn. Tight turn. We're doing wonders right now. Hold on. Hold on. We might be onto something here, folks. We might be onto something here. There's still a lot that can happen, though. Oh, snow's beginning to fall. Good thing we're getting through this before the snow falls, though. That's okay. Could have been cleaner, but that's okay. Ooh, okay. Yikes. Okay, we kind of bounced in the right direction off that tree, though. Alright, and then here's our shortcut turn. Go right through here. And then we got to remember to turn right here this time. I feel like that tree didn't used to be there. I feel like that turn was never as confusing as it is lately. So we'll do this and accelerate out of here absolutely beautifully. Cut through here. Also, I feel like in the previous game you would always collide. Ew, okay, that was close. Into those gates, but now you can just drive through them, which is really nice. That also helps out with our time. We don't have to just like wait for the gate to open up all the way. Anyways, hop out here and we go. We're doing good. We're 2 minutes 56 seconds right now. We're not going to even get rid of our little UI thing, GUI, because it helps us get into the ATV as soon as possible. Here we go. Looks like you guys have some new strategies going on, but I just can't take a look at that fully right now. I can just see that you're saying something. Alright, back to third person. Oh, there's that Rex nearby again. Always on our tail. Here we go. Oh, kind of crowded here. Oh, no, no, no. It's always the Ornithomimus. Every time. Oh, somebody was asking me. Somebody was asking me what my least... Why are you here? Somebody was asking me what my least favorite dinosaur was earlier. Think we might have a new contender for that. Something about the waterfall? Yeah. I guess you're talking about probably this waterfall shortcut then. I tried to kind of make that a... like not even an option for people to do, because I knew that people were going to try that. But I minimized it as much as possible, and now I think that because it's just going to be possible to do anyways, that yeah, that's definitely going to be the technique. Man, yeah, this ain't the run. We just crossed 420, which is our current PB, so not any best times here today, or at least, you know, not on this run. But we'll be getting back in the ring, don't you worry. Don't do it. Yeah, that's just icing on the cake right there, ain't it? Okay, let's see what strategies you guys got. Time of 4:36 right there. Let's see. Shortcut ride over the waterfall to get to the outside of the lake. So you mean... Oh, I did see what you were talking about earlier. Whenever I was talking about how I was trying to eliminate this, you mean take this route right here, right? Yeah, that would bypass a huge portion of the map. I thought you were talking about the main one that I was trying to eliminate before was this one. If you were to ramp through here somehow, you could probably hit that window. And then as long as you don't land in the deep water down here, that could also be another game-breaking shortcut. Alright, we'll try it out. Let's give it a rip. Have our vehicles made it back to the depot yet? No, they always take a really long time. Where are they at? Anybody got eyes on the Jeep? Is that it there? I think that's it right there. Thought so. Alright. We'll send him into the lake just to help us get a Jeep over there quicker so we can move on with the next thing. We can also almost use this as attempt number... Whoa! Never mind. That's the ledge right there. We'll just send this guy into the lake then. Get on in there and go back to the depot. There we go. And we're already ready for the next run. Red control, try it out. Stop time, reset. Get me in first person, baby. Okay. 100% of the voters say that we are due a PB run. Let's not disappoint. Deep breath. Starting out on a snowy map, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Hopefully by the time that we get to the Christmas wreath, it will have cleared up though. So maybe we have that going for us. Start time. How loud is the game audio, by the way? Can y'all, like, hear things at a comfortable level? Because I had the feeling that it was going to be way too quiet, so I kind of cranked it up a bit. But now I'm a little bit concerned that maybe in doing that, I cranked it up more than I realized, and it could just be like blindingly loud, and I hope that's not the case. Alright, we're off to a pretty good start so far. Pretty much, if we can get to the top of this thing by around like the 32 seconds, which is where we are right now, then I think that that's pretty much on pace for as quickly as we can get up there. So we're on pace with a really good run right now. Audio feels perfect. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see if we can bounce over this smoothly. We never can. Ah, this never caused me problems in the beginning. I don't know what's changed. Oh my lord. See, it just... The vehicles in this game are so unpredictable. It pisses me off so much. At least they changed the controls for the ATV, but I don't know why they kept the old controls for the Jeeps and stuff. Alright, there's still a absolutely gargantuous shortcut there. If this feels too busted, we might actually just eliminate that altogether from being a possibility. Please turn. There we go. Oh, Tiago, you're still here. Good to see ya. Yeah, if it just feels way too busted, then we might just completely eliminate the possibility of doing that. But, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think we're going to go for the second waterfall shortcut right now, just because I get the feeling that that one's not going to go well. So let's at least get a PB under our belt, and then we can experiment with taking some more risky shortcuts like that on the next run. But let's at least get the PB under our belt first, you know what I mean? So turn out of that. Take our little ramp. Watch the small tree. Okay, we're doing good, doing good. Turn it tight here. I want to open up these paths a little bit more. I don't remember them being quite so claustrophobic. Ooh, I've never gone through here when it's snowy. At least we were able to make it happen. But yeah, like this right here. Used to be able to see that turn. I don't know what I did, but somehow I think I added another bush there that makes it hard to see where to go. Right. Through the gate nicely. And into here. You could probably bypass this one too somehow if you drive through the water a little bit. But I kind of think that going through the water might be even slower. So I don't know, we can experiment with that in the future too. Okay, and jump out here. Let them crash into the tree as we run on in. I saw somebody say something about eliminating something. Probably don't eliminate the shortcut is what they're saying if I had to guess. I didn't really have time to read the whole thing. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road right now. No, don't eliminate it, please. Okay, yeah. Had a feeling. So yeah, we'll keep the shortcut there. Okay, hop in this. Back to third person. Rexy. I don't know why, but the Rex is like always stuck in that exact same spot. It has the ability to move all around that area, but it never does. Okay, come here. What are the odds we have good behaving ornithomimus? Oh! Oh! Oh my god, it's gonna happen. Okay, don't bottom out. Dude, we've gotten actually to get pretty good with that loop-de-loop. We're hitting it pretty consistently. Okay, and now RNG number 500. Please don't destroy our run. Please don't destroy our run on this landing. No! Why? No, no, no. Alright, it might still be a PB just because of that massive shortcut. We're at 4 minutes right now, so as long as we get around here in 20 seconds even, it'll be a PB. Alright, getting close. We're at 4:07, 8. Watch out for these guys. Whoa, 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 don't spin me out now. And 4:12. Oh, we're technically not across the finish line. Go, 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 you stupid thing! 4:19. What? Oh my lord, that's so busted. Well, I guess 4:19 is an improvement, even if it's a horrible improvement. 4:19. Oh, that stupid cinder block right there destroyed us. Or it might be these light bulbs. I think these are the collisions that we're hitting with these stupid Christmas trees. Because we should be able to drive through the leaves. But I'm guessing, do these light bulbs have collision or something? Edit group. No collisions. Okay, so the lights don't have collisions. So then it is just a matter of the trees have a shockingly wide collision box on them. Okay. Let's let this guy get back. I can't believe it takes them so long just to get here. Like I dropped them off ages ago. Oh well. So, turns out, we did get a PB. So there is an improvement that was made there. And we can improve even more. We know all these things. So that's good news. Go ahead and tranquilize our UT for enhanced realism, enhanced illusionism. And then we'll give this just a couple more runs, because we started this officially 2 hours ago now. We'll just do a couple more runs and we'll go ahead and call it a stream. I need to get looking at some other things. But I appreciate you all for being here today. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I've been having a great old time. Bit of a little bit of frustration here and there, but ain't nothing but a thing. Sometimes that's what happens when you want to be the best, is you got to go through hard times. Here we go. And start time. Here we go. So as long as we don't get absolutely obliterated by RNG at the very end once again, then we'll be sitting real pretty. I think we could get... It is definitely possible to get a sub 4 minute time on here. It's definitely possible. Considering we started this out at like 4 minutes and I think like 57 seconds, we've already shaved off quite a bit of time. Down to 4:19. And we can definitely improve more. I think this is going to be another PB right off the very, right off the rip, right on the very next run here. So I'm going to manifest that into actually happening. And we're going to try to take a slightly different route here, because going down the middle seems to really be screwing me up. See, it's already spinning me out, which is unfortunate, because I was trying to avoid the parasaurs, but kind of led me right into them. Thankfully, I think we did okay, though. Try out this shortcut again. Okay, okay, careful, careful, careful. Alright, I thought we were going to go absolutely cramming into like a rock or a tree or something, but we're able to survive. Drift around, drift around. A little booty tap off the wall just to help us pogo into the next area. Ooh, easy now, easy now. Whoa, 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 big step, but why are we slipping? I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again. You guys all know what I'm thinking right now. Because there's no reason for it to do that. But I'm not going to go complaining about the same thing over and over, because that's not going to get anything done. I just got to be better. Here we go. Accelerate out of this turn. Tight corner here. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. We'll kind of shortcut here. It's a little bit of a cheat, but there was no way I was making that turn. Alright. Don't get too much speed. I think the less airtime you get, the better. Ooh, this is not the shortcut it was supposed to be. Okay, we make it work, though, which is a good thing, and then that means we can go straight into this shortcut, which is another good thing. Straight into this right-hand turn, into this ramp, which we don't want to get too terribly much speed for. Accelerate out of this. The more time our wheels are on the ground, the better, I think. We're sitting at 220 right now, which is pretty good. Alright, RNG number 500 right here. No Edmontosaurus? Beautiful. Okay, that's good news. Good news for us. Cut through here. We didn't take out the Christmas trees this time. Alright, we're on a good time right now, folks. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, I didn't do the thing. No, you guys gotta remind me to do that, because I'm an idiot. Alright, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. No. No way. Oh, we're crumbling. We're still gonna get a PB, though. I'm manifesting it so hard. Figure out the other waterfall and combine both shortcuts. Okay, we can go for it here. Why not? We'll send it. It feels like this is going to be a really tricky one to do, but we'll try it. We will definitely try it. Because I think we got to really crank this over, like, instantly, pretty much. Where is it? It's right here. Oh, lordy. Yep, yep, yep. So, it's not pretty, but you might... Uh-oh. You might still come out of this saving more time than if you go up there and do the whole roundabout thing, so maybe that's still an improvement. We're at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Yeah, with this is definitely going to be quicker, but I think I want to eliminate that one. I don't like that one. I guess there's so much bumpy, like, chaotic stuff going on that it might not be worth it, like, because it could go wrong type of thing. Here's a very good PB, though. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. 4 minutes and 3 seconds is the best time to beat now. 4:03, baby. So there we go. One's in chat for the PB, but definitely not the cleanest route still. I don't know. I really don't like that one. I might do something about that, because I really don't want that to just be like the cheese. Because it eliminates the most fun portion of the map, or at least the original purpose behind the map. The whole thing, like, the very first thing I wanted to do in building this map was to have this loop-de-loop. So I don't want to allow people to just completely skip it. It's like the most unique thing in the map. I think I'm going to eliminate this one, which means that that time wouldn't count, though. I don't know. Let's take a rock. And we'll put it right here, pretty much. Advanced move. I don't think I want this one to be here. So, to maintain aesthetics and everything, we'll have the waterfall still here in these little gaps. And I guess technically you could squeeze through here if you really want to. But at the very least, this is going to make it to where you can't just go flying right through. Like, you can go down the bumpy thing, the bumpy waterfall sort of stuff if you really, really want to. But I think I like having this here, just so that you at least have to go and pay a visit to the waterfall. Oh, yeah, excuse me, the loop-de-loop. So it's technically still possible to squeeze through here, but you're not going to be able to go flying through and completely skipping everything. If you want to go rock climbing down, then you can do it. Make the way harder, then yeah, that's exactly what we did here. Is it's possible to go through here, but it's going to be hard. It's not going to be pretty. And I guess technically, by those standards, you could just drive right into the finish line here. But that's definitely not going to count. So maybe that means we need to just raise this up some. There we go. Yeah, there's no way that you can get over that, right? I think that'll be good right there. Alright, let's give this another shot. That might mean that our 419 time doesn't count anymore. So whatever this PB time is right here, because once again I'm manifesting another instant PB, then that will be our new best time. This guy's probably about to wake up in a second, so let's go ahead and just retrank it. This poor Tyrannus, man. PETA would not approve of these actions right here, or Din. I guess that's just the equivalent of for dinosaurs. Alright, here we go. Everybody's back. Dinosaurs are tranked. We need first person mode because you little cheeky buggers ain't gonna remind me. Who knows, maybe you guys have been reminding me, but because of stream delay it just doesn't come through until it's too late type of thing. I don't know. Here we go. And start time. This is the one. New PB right off the rip. 3 times in a row of PBs. Ooh. Okay, actually, really good turn. Maybe the best turn we've had. We're up the mountain in 15 seconds. If we can be at the peak of the mountain by pretty much 32 seconds, that's pretty much on pace. We didn't have the greatest turn there, but maybe we can make up for it here. That's a good turn. That's a really good turn. Yeah, we're at the top of the mountain here by 37 seconds. Normally, I think we're hitting that around 34, 35. Let's see. No, why does it keep doing that lately? Did the vehicle controls just like randomly get worse? Was there an update I didn't know about? Because look at this. This is ridiculous. Right. Waterfall action. That's going to be a good landing right there. Hold on. Yep, this is good. Start turning in here. Oh, I was hoping I would like bounce off of it more and keep speed. It kind of caught my edge on the wall, which is not ideal, but we might still be doing good here. Okay. Tight turn here. A little bit of a straightaway. We like that. Get some speed going. Turn there. Past the Rex. Hello, Rexy. And then another little straightaway into a tight turn. Come around here. Ooh, good turn there. Hello. Hold on. Guys, we might be cooking. Might be cooking here. Yep. Really tight turn here. Technically, I guess we could have taken that shortcut, but I don't like that one. I don't want that to be a thing. I do want to keep this shortcut, though. I think this is a good one for people to be able to use. And then come on around there. Ease off the gas on the jump. Ooh, this is good landing placement, too. Look at that. Hold on. Guys, we might be doing really good here. This might be a PB. I manifested it. I said it was going to happen. I'm not giving up on it right now. We're definitely going to make this happen. Thankfully, we did get the first camera point of view, too. But that's already a thing. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Where did you come from? Why are you even over here? Okay, hold on. We can still make this work. Get going, get going. We've had worse runs in the past. This is clean. This is clean. This is clean. Yep, clean lines. I wonder if going this way is the best way, just because you're hugging that edge. I think you want minimal slow-mo time, even if that means running to the opposite side, though. So who knows? Go, go, go. Watch out for y'all. Ornithomimus better not be at this loop-de-loop portion, or else I'm gonna be big pissed. Alright. Okay, they're sleeping? Oh, there's more, though. Okay, good, good, good. Don't get up, don't get up. Yes, let's go! Alright, huge. Huge for the company. Hang it left some. Oh, 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 oh. This is okay. We recovered that alright. We recovered that fairly well. As long as we don't get spun out on this landing here. This is like the most critical point of the race. Just don't spin me out here on the landing. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, well at least that kind of saved us from spinning out. Maybe that was a good thing. 3:55. Hold on. We might have an even better time. Actually, I think we got 4:07 right there, didn't we? Yeah. So this is going to be the official PB run. Since the previous one... Oh, no! Incorporated the second waterfall. No! This ain't even going to be a PB anymore. Those U-Tyrannus screwed it. 4:19 once again. But there is still a possible PB in that route. Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Alright. We will do a maximum of 3 more attempts. We have 3 more chances to get our official PB. And then that will be the end of it. So once again, while we're waiting on our Jeep to come back, we'll reach rank you for the illusion. Where is that Jeep? We're getting to the finish line so quickly that the Jeep is like so far behind. There it is. It's making its way. Tranquilize you once more. Alright, it should be coming over the peak in just a moment here. Where is it? There it is. Come on, little Jeep. Waiting on you. Everybody's waiting. Has it made its way down? Oh, yeah. Oh. Did it just show us another little shortcut there? I don't know if that would save you time or not, but that's interesting to think about. Or imagine hit... Whoa. Can you imagine if you could hit this at top speed? I think that's basically going to be like running into a wall, though. You're going to head off, though? So... Oh, wait. You're going to head off soon. Okay. Oh, no. You're going to head off. See you soon. I see, I see, I see. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. This is going to be pretty much our final couple attempts anyway, so... You probably won't be missing much. Except for only the greatest freaking run that you've ever seen. So, no big deal or nothing. Anyways, back to normal speed. First person. And let's get underway. Never reset my time. Here we go. Begin. I would love it if this did actually become like a competitive little racetrack, but I don't know if that's going to happen quite yet. Good. Ooh, I was going to say good start, but we started drifting a little bit further than I wanted. And now we're here at 16 seconds instead of 15 like last time, so a little bit slower. But we had a bad turn here before. We did have a fantastic turn here, though. So we need to be able to catch that. That wasn't great. See, we're here at... Okay, we're still here at pretty much 37 seconds, though, so we're kind of on the same pace. Now let's hope for a smooth ride down. We've been getting really unlucky with these today. That's not looking lucky. Okay, I couldn't really see what was even happening there, but it felt like it could have gone worse. So this is alright. Good landings, good landings. Yes, yes, yes. No! Stupid bush! No! This one ain't worth it. This ain't worth the drive anymore. We've gotten to the point of the speed run now. We're pretty much... If we're not having a flawless run, then it ain't gonna happen. So there goes you. Right? Okay, cool. Let's try it again. Stop time, reset. Here we go. Potentially the final run of the day. At most we have one more after this. But if this is our PB, then we're done. I accidentally turned off my phone. You think it's possible to do in less than 3 minutes? I don't know. I thought that sub 4 is pretty much the peak of it. I think realistically, a peak time of about 345 is what I'm gonna guess like peak is. You might be able to find some crazy shortcut in here though. And if you manage to do that, I did go first person, right? Yeah. If you manage to do some crazy shortcut, then who knows what's possible. But I think that in the current run that we're attempting, with the shortcuts that we've got, 345 would be like the absolute peak time if you pull things off just flawlessly. But here we go. Start time. But hey, Tiago, you should come and give this thing a shot. See if you can get it sub 3. If you can find a way, props to you. Or anybody for that matter. Okay, hit the brakes early. See if we can get here by 15, which is pretty much where we are, then I think that's good news. See, we had a little bit too much airtime there. I don't like it when my wheels are not on the ground. See, when my wheels are on the ground like that, like they were right there on that turn, I think that's good news. Right here, that's a little bit of a slow turn. 35, 36, 37. So we're still kind of on pace, I suppose. I think it's possible to get to the top of that mountain in 35 seconds. And I think the peak time that we've been getting up there is around 37. Can I jump over you? Beautiful. Don't crash. Oh, this is good. This is good. That's the cleanest exit we've had out of there. Just don't... No, stupid Overraptor. Alright, we lost a little bit of momentum there, but we're still probably net positive thanks to how cleanly we were able to get through that mountain portion. Swing it on in here. Tap the brakes. That is a really sharp turn. Sling it on through there. We are doing keyboard mouse right now. I know during our little competition video we were playing controller since neither of us had done that before. But right now we're back on KBM. Who knows, maybe the meta is controller. If you can just get comfortable with it, get used to it. But I don't know. It's obviously controller is the way to go for Rocket League. There we go. That was actually a pretty clean little route through there. First half of the map complete. Alright. Tight turn. We might want to start taking that second shortcut there. I don't know though, because again, I kind of want to just completely eliminate it altogether. There we go. We maintained speed through that portion of the shortcut. In the past, we've been going slowly, but now I feel comfortable with it. Please don't wreck. Please don't wreck. Oh no! This might be chalked. You can try later. You should do a speed run with controller too. Yeah, we can definitely try that out. This run might be chalked after that little wreck right there. But we'll see. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're spinning out. Ah, yeah, this one's done. 233. I don't think it's possible to go and get a PBF this one. I always want to cut through there, but there's like a sneaky little tree back there that's definitely going to ruin your day if you attempt it. It's also obnoxious that whenever you get out of vehicles or enter vehicles, you have to reapply W. You don't just continue moving if you're holding W. So it always is like, oh, why am I not moving? Go, go, go. All right, 303, 304, 305. We've got pretty much a minute to get there if we want PB time. Click that from as far away. Instantly apply the gas again. Starting to rain. That might be a tricky situation. Hopefully I jump over anything that's here. Ornithomimus, be kind to me. Just don't run in front of me. Don't run in front of me. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. You could definitely also shortcut the loop. That's definitely an option. But, I don't know. At a certain point, if you keep doing all these shortcuts, then what's even the point in doing the map? You just take all the fun out of it. Bounce me kindly. Good. Good. Please let me squeeze that line. No! Stupid Deinonychus! Oh, I was hoping to squeeze right through there, but that might be cooked. Alright, 4 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock right now. Oh, and yeah, the rain is definitely slippery. No surprises. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I can't even turn. We just can't even turn with the rain. Or 24. Alright, final attempt of the day coming up now. Like that guy. Actually, we'll probably take control of him once he gets out so we can dump him in the water and get a little bit quicker. Let's see, direct control. Get you back to the vehicle depot. Send you down there. Is that deep enough? Yeah. Good stuff. Continue with 3 times speed. Because this rain is no bueno. If somebody can manage to get a... Oh, it does look nice when it's dark though. All the lights come on. If somebody can get a speed run, like a PB speed run, while it's raining, that would be unbelievably impressive. Maybe certain parts of the track would actually probably be very helpful to have it be slippery. And originally I actually wanted to try and incorporate like an icy area, but I don't think there's a way to intentionally make the ground slippery in spots. If there is, I don't know about it yet. But I did want to do that originally. I wanted to have like an ice skating sort of portion where, almost like kind of in the Polar Express when they're just slipping around all over the place. Alright. Rains have passed. Hop in here. Ground's probably still going to be slippery for a minute though. So, time warp a little bit further. At least let the sun come out. We'll go there. Third person. Probably still going to be slippery for the time being, but it'll dry up. And start. Final attempt of the day. Okay, well, yep, it's already very slippery, so that's not going to count. Because we're right at the entrance, and it's very slippery. So, fast forward time a little bit, let the ground kind of dry. You can see it's slippery with how reflective it is. Still very wet. I don't know how long it takes to dry. It might be dry by now. Does that look like it's still slippery? Here's what we're going to do. Add task. Re-tranquilize you, and then whenever you get back from doing that, that's whenever we're going to have this final attempt. I think that's got to be dry by now. Right? Surely. Uh-oh. Why'd it get dark? Just a cloud? Just a cloud. Alright. Here we go. Stop time, reset. Hop in a vehicle. And here we go. Time has begun. Alright, yeah, we were at least able to turn that time, so hopefully that means that the ground is totally dry. Oh! Not the greatest start. We're still here. Okay, we're here at 16 seconds instead of 15. So a little bit behind, but we can definitely make up time. I wonder if the ground is still technically drying a little bit, because things are feeling slippery. Yeah, things are feeling slippery. Alright. We might just send it one more time. The same. Yeah, that's not going to count. That's not going to count. I want us to have an actual decent attempt where we get more than... Like, if our attempt ends here, If we get through the gate, then that'll be our attempt. But if we die before that somehow, then we're not going to count that. Because we don't want to just have an anticlimactic finish to this. You know what I mean? We've been having clean runs. I don't think it'll take too much longer to actually get to a point like that. Okay, cool. You're already back to the depot. Get down here. Stop the time, reset. And here we... Wait. Go. Okay, yeah, it's feeling a little bit grippy again. No excuses now. No more slippery ground. Look at that. See, we cling to the ground like a cat. Like claws out. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. Good stuff right here. Tight turns, baby. Tight turns. Alright, start tapping the brakes. Tapping the brakes. Good turn, kind of. A little bit loose. A little bit of a loose turn. 35, 36, 37, so we're pretty much on pace with how we've always been. Ooh, don't do that. We're gonna be behind. Yeah, we're behind schedule now. I think it's still possible to make up attempts, though. Send it! Please don't kill me. Okay, good landing. So, what Frontier needs to do is they need to have the controls of the ATV on their vehicles, or better, let's be honest. They could still use some improvement. They need the controls of the ATV, but the like suspension and landing performance of the Jeeps. Because at least when the Jeeps land, they land properly. Usually. They don't just have random like ghost bounces. We hate a ghost bounce. Alright. I think we're looking pretty decent apart from that unfortunate kind of slip out at the top of the mountain. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. So we're kind of blazing through this. I am going to take both shortcuts this time, just for the sake of shaving off as much time as possible. I'm not going to eliminate that shortcut, even though I kind of discourage it. So we'll come up here. We're feeling clean right now, feeling clean. Again, apart from that little bit of a slip. We'll come right through here. No, that's the risk of it. See, the reason why I'm going to maintain that shortcut is because it's still super risky. But we can pedal to the metal through here. Hug that turn. Ah! Yeah, this one's gone, folks. 2:20 on the clock as we're exiting the wreath. I need to get a good time down for when I should be leaving the wreath. Like 2:26 right here. I think that means that on a good run, we should be leaving that wreath probably around 2:18 or something. So at least that way we know we're on track or something. Or if we should just restart type of thing. Man, that's a bummer. We had a good start to this run too. For the most part. But that means that it's possible to have improvements in the future, which is a good thing. We're not already at our peak run. Through here, over this way, and down the hill we go. Maybe do we try one grand final controller run, and no matter what happens, that's it? Maybe controller's just the way. Alright, please allow me to thread this needle, Frontier. Don't slow me down, thank you. And now we need to get lucky with the Ornithomimus, and not that! See these stupid controls? Recover it, save it. Alright, here we go. Another shortcut then. We're doing this. We need as much time saved as possible if we're gonna make something happen here. Hold down W, maximum speed. We might not have enough speed from that. Oh yeah, that was weak. That was a weak attempt. We got greedy. I tried to hug this turn a bit tighter, but you want to keep this turn wide and really use the ramp there. And that'll help you get over. Yeah. Okay, well this time's chalked, but we might as well just finish it out just for the sake of completion. God, the stupid radius around dinosaurs where it forces your vehicle to slow down is so obnoxious. Again, I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I hate whenever you just are watching something, all they do is complain the whole time. I'm not trying to sound that way. So I do feel bad that that is kind of what's happening a bit here. And there we go. 4:34 was the time on that one. Maybe more like 4:35. Yeah, it was probably more like 4:34 and like 0.9 seconds type of thing. So we'll just call that 4:35. So that's that. We'll do one grand final run through with the geez, I can't even think. With the controller. Come on, don't be shy. Get on in there. There we go. Now he's in there. Yeah. Okay. Grand finale. First person, right there. I think with the controller, you're not really able to use your horn. I don't know the button for that with the controller. I'm sure there's got to be a way, but I don't know. I don't really use it anyways, though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But let's turn this thing on. We good? We're good. Switch camera. Let me try and even get familiar with my buttons again. So, okay. Here we go. Stop time. And here we go. And start. Alright. Penultimate run. Right in there. We have finer motor controls when we use the controller because we can do micro adjustments instead of just all or nothing. So controller is definitely going to be the meta, I suppose. But we have way less familiarity with it. Alright. Good turn. Good turn. We're on a good pace right now. Just as long as we don't screw it all up. That's a good turn. That's a good turn. 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so regardless, or like despite how good of a run that felt like, we're still getting to the top at pretty much 37. I think that's pretty much peak time to get up at. I can't see anything. Can't see anything. No, I was afraid of that. I knew that they were kind of there and I was hoping we would somehow bounce over them. Why would you make a left turn right there, huh? Riddle me that. Don't make no sense. Why would you turn right in front of us? There we go. No, it's probably not possible to have a PB anymore because of that, but we'll give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot. Okay, yeah. Woo! Controller's a little bit of a different experience. I like it though. Don't mind this. I'm not good at my camera management on the controller though. Like with the mouse, I feel really good about being able to look at what's coming up next. But with this, I'm nervous to move that thing and like take my hand away. Hug this nice and tight. Right through here. Up this thing. There we go. Tap on the brakes just a little bit there. And then here's the risky shortcut. Yep. And then now here's the good shortcut. Yep, tap the brakes a little bit here so we don't go into that tree. Okay, we didn't have enough breakage to dodge that tree, so we had to go around it. Please don't, please don't, please don't. Oh, oh, oh. It's chalked. It's chalked. Exiting here at 2:23, so it's actually technically a little bit faster than we previously were. There actually might be possible to still get a PB out of a time like this, because last time we weren't that far off, and we had... Okay, well... We weren't that far off, and we had to do another loop around the loop-de-loop area. So, it's technically maybe still possible to get a PB from here? I don't entirely know, though. How do I sprint with this? There we go. Okay. Oh, this feels very awkward. Alright. Here? Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, mouse is definitely superior to controller in that part right there. Because you can turn a lot quicker. With a mouse, it's like, okay, with the controller, it's like you have to take a second to actually turn, and then you get all the way around. Did you build the racetrack yourself? Yes, I did. Hey, Robert, how's it going? I did make the map myself. I'll give you a little peek at it. Hello, Stego. Yep, this run is officially chalked. There's a download on the workshop as well if you'd like to go and give it a shot yourself. There's a version of it that has DLC and a version of it without it. Both of those codes are in the description. We're gonna cheese the loop. Yep, okay, and now stay wide on this turn so that we don't have to do this little jump portion again. But yes, I did make this map. It was part of a little racetrack competition with another content creator, Tiagosaurus. Hello! Not actually worst case scenario. The fact that we landed on our wheels in the direction we wanted, it's not bad. We're at 414, or now we're at 414. I don't know why I said the wrong number there. Alright, see if we can squeeze through here. Thankfully it doesn't look like anybody's sitting in front of the finish line. 423. Alright, so not a PB, but we got close despite having a couple of hiccups along the way. That definitely shows that there's still time to improve. I think that my abilities, factoring those, I think I could get a PB of about 415. The 407 that's, I think, is probably still on screen. Oh, we got 403. Dang, look at us go. I think that does not count because we've eliminated the shortcut sense thing, because I don't like that cheese. I think that that's a straight up cheese that y'all noticed before. I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to say that our best time was, I think we got 417 best time, is that right? It might have been 418. No, 419 even. Because we got 420, and that was funny, and then we improved on it by like a second. Let's go ahead and hit OK to that. Rob, I appreciate you showing up, but I think that we might actually be wrapping things up pretty much right here. Let's see, do you build the racetrack? You're doing fine, it looks kind of fun. Cool, well then I'm glad you enjoyed it, but yeah. If you want to go and play this for yourself, I guess I should probably update the map version real quick, because I did add a couple rocks here just so that people can cheese this totally. Before, the way we were able to get that crazy PB time is if people just jumped right through here, and you can completely like jump to the finish line, and that eliminates like a whole, I don't know, like probably like 15% of the map, and I didn't like that. So I put this here. It's technically still possible to probably squeeze through here, but it's just going to be a much more inefficient route than it was before. Because I don't want people to be able to cheese the loop. I was pretty happy with being able to incorporate that one. But yeah, go and give this thing a shot if you haven't done so, and then let me know how it goes, because I'm excited to hear about how other people do and what they think of the track. Little tip for you though, I'm sure you can read it yourself, but just since I got you here, be sure to hop in here using first person mode, because whenever you drive your vehicle all the way over here, you're going to make a transition where you're going to hop out of your Jeep on foot, and you're going to enter in these mysterious mines, and then whenever you get out of the mines, you'll be back on foot over here, leaving from in there, and you're going to want to hop in the ATV. So that's kind of how it goes. You might have already actually seen that in the video. I'm not sure exactly what point you popped in. But yeah, good stuff. So I think with that being said, we're going to go ahead and leave it here. We've been on here for a good little chunk of time now. And it's time for me to go and set up our little fossil and archaeology sort of stuff. They've kind of been waiting on me because I've been out of town. But I just got back into town. Wanted to get something out today for everybody, so I thought we'd have this fun little live stream. And yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Any final remaining questions before I go? This was kind of supposed to be a little bit of a Q&A, but we didn't have too terribly many questions. We kind of got sidetracked with all the speedrunning and stuff. But yeah, any final remarks, anybody? I think we've answered everybody's question. Hopefully. Maybe? Mark? There was a question. Dang, 100% of y'all. Well, I guess I just now realized there was only 4 votes. But that is funny that all of you guys did believe that that was going to be our PB run. So I appreciate the belief and the support. Alright, I'm not seeing any more questions coming in as of yet, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. I do sincerely appreciate each and every one of y'all for stopping by today. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic freaking rest of your days. And until next time, I guess I'll see you folks later. So bye-bye. All a couple more seconds in case any of y'all are finishing up your last little chats. Okay. Oh, there's a question. Did you ever play Lego Jurassic World? Okay, so maybe there's just like a little bit of a stream delay then. Yes, I did. I did that just on my own whenever I was like a little kid growing up type of thing. But we could definitely play that on the channel, I suppose, if people wanted to see that. Because don't they have that available like on Steam now? I played it on the Wii, and I don't really know how I would screen record a TV like that, but yeah, it was fun. What about you? Have you played that? Actually, I think I already know that you have played that, haven't you? I think I've seen that on your channel, if I'm not crazy. Yeah, adios. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah, you do get to see yourself pop up on screen, which is a little fun type of thing. At least I hope people think it's fun. That's kind of the whole reason I put it up there, is just so you can see yourself putting in your little chats. Anywho, let's take a gander. What was I just doing? Where is it? Oh yeah, I was going to update the maps. So we'll save this one as the DLC version, the official version. Overwrite, save, and upload. So here you go, folks. This one is officially updated so that you guys can go and play it. It is the Run Run Raptor Christmas edition, not the no DLC version, but the Christmas edition. This cut off, so I should probably go and steal that at some point. But that's a minor detail. Let's see. To begin, enter first person and place your... Well, I'll do that later. You guys don't want to see that. Update existing. And there you go. Any second now, there it goes. My uploads, Run Run Raptor, Christmas version, Christmas racetrack. Got 43 downloads so far. There's your code. 3Y6PFS3CG. So there you go, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you folks later.